Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Hop On Rivals number 14. I am your commentator, Duoscythe, and with me today is...
Oddly enough, what up, folks? How's it going? How's it going, Duo? How are you?
I am doing just fine. I just started the bracket on StartGG, so if anyone on stream here is dilly-dallying, don't go to your match. I beg of you, go to your match. Stop looking at me.
Go to your
Uh,
match. Get out of look. Just win fast or lose fast, and then come back and watch the carnage that the rest of your competitors are going to be getting into. Top on number 14. Still hitting that over 40 mark, Duo. We're killing it with the marketing.
Yeah. I was worried looking at the tally this morning that we had 12 registrants, and then it suddenly popped up to 39 while I was in the shower. It was amazing. It's gonna be a bloodbath tonight. Easily, all of the top 20 could easily make it in a top 8 at a local or regional and any other place.
I mean,
Mystery Soul coming back from his break, from his health-related break to compete in Hop On for the first time in I can't even recall when. Safilo is always still in it. Outcast coming back, coming off of the commentator streak to compete again.
Into the sticks.
For the first time since Hop On 5 or 8, I can't remember. But
I think he's been in it at least once since I started watching, so probably 8. That sounds right.
Yeah. It's gonna be quite the show here tonight, folks.
Look, we also have Ganger, Malkitty's coming back, Maya coming back, Daya's in there, Dolphin Brick if he's here. If he's present in the building this time.
We can neither BC can neither confirm nor deny that Dolphin Brick is alive.
He's alive enough to enter, which is good. We'll see if he's alive enough to win. Either way though, yeah, this is, look, if you're from the region, you already know we're full of killers, and folks gonna end up tossed to the side this Monday. I'm looking forward to it a lot.
For sure. Trying to get a match set up here. We got starting off with a first round of matches. Like all of the top 20 right now are in round 2, waiting for their matches. Again, the 20th ranked player right now is the Reek. He's probably one of the best players from Alberta. We had to rank players like Ceramic and Toru, some of the best fleets, and Loxodon and BC respectively, down so low because there's so much good top talent here. Literally, again, any one of these people I could have put in top 8, but there's so many competitors who are just bulking out, and the list gets longer and longer and longer and longer. It's insane.
Sealder's
it's
back
absolutely
too. I just
bananas.
saw. Yeah,
Huh?
it's gonna be something. I just saw that Sealder's back too. So
Sealder's coming back again.
It's gonna be
highly recommended.
Yeah, we just had ourselves a little a smaller regional just yesterday, where of course Mystery Soul did take it 6-1 over Maya in winners finals and grand finals, but Maya put up a fight. I mean, that's one is better than the 0 that they typically get in those matchups, so I'm curious to see if she's made adaptations since yesterday in case they run into each other in bracket, which they might eventually. If they do meet, it will be in winners semis, I think, or no, in winners it would be in finals. So we'll see if that'll happen, because Sofilo's down there too. Oh no, Sofilo's on the other side, so it would be semis. But you'd have to go through a lot of people for that to happen. Oh, I didn't even notice Keeb's there too. God, dude, it's a bloodbath.
It's a blowout of a bracket today. All right, first up, it seems we have Corn Dog Lover versus Miming. Miming, I'm not too familiar with. This is their first Hop On bracket. Corn Dog Lover is a staple around here.
Lover of corn dogs. 100%. They are also, I know that they are a Lox personnel to know. I believe they do coaching for like Loxes that are, in the upper echelon. So they got that axe, they swinging it. So I'm curious.
Yeah, with wins like
not seen Miming play yet. Although I do know that I believe they're in Washington. They are in our Discord. So
yes, they are in Washington. But nothing. As far as I know, I didn't see anything under their belt. I can double check.
Yeah.
By the way, for any of you curious about Rivals or just platform fight data, smashers.app is where you want to go. Absolutely fantastic. It has such an amazing collection of data.
Yeah, it's new too. I remember like this is like a week ago. Suddenly people were passing it around. I was like, yo, they finished this? Because I don't recall that being a thing like even a month ago. So
Yeah, this came out almost exactly a
hot off
month
the
ago.
presses.
Definitely saved our next ring battle of BC when we got a message saying, "Hey, Nbad's a good player." And we're like, "What?"
Yes, Nbad is a good player. Gosh, man, imagine if Nbad showed up to one of these. Oh, it's gonna be. It would be scary. We got enough murderous squirrels already. Or at
Ceramic,
least
I see you in the
Psychos here.
chat. Go to your match.
Ceramic isn't Ceramic round
Corn
two?
Dog Leveler, I see you in the chat. Come on stream. Get off the chat.
Oops, I was following. Hey, thanks for the follow. Ceramic's round two. Ceramic, you're allowed to sit here and watch TV. You can hang out with us.
Got better things to do right now, my dude.
Oh, here we are. We are getting into the match. Everyone is loading into the lobby. Corn Dog Lover and Vibravophone, aka Miming.
Soup miming.
What a name. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Maple Locks. This is gonna be a volatile matchup depending on how they play.
This is not Lox's favorite.
No.
Lox looks down on Maple, but boy, is it hard for her to hit him.
Yeah, we're gonna see how it ends up going. I'm curious to see. I would imagine that Corn Dog Lover is gonna have this matchup knowledge, so we'll see if Miming does. Right now, getting pushed to the corner is Corn Dog Lover, but you know what? It's Lox. He doesn't mind being there. He is more than happy to swing away with that platform covering his massive head.
Yeah, 100%. And so far, Corn Dog Lover keeping the Maple out. That's always the hardest thing about any Maple X matchup, is that you gotta keep her out. So far, Corn Dog Lover, though, is starting off pretty strong, but already being pushed to the edge here. Almost getting hit with that neutral B. Or that down B, excuse me.
That was close. I mean, the down B did hit. It was the tusk that didn't come through. That is the thing about Maple. Maple does have that drift can sometimes get away if you don't get that spacing correct, or if they get the SDI, which it seems like they did. And I mean, we are definitely big scrapping right now. Goes for a big tech chase read, doesn't get it. Punish time. Maple gets him off stage, but wants to retreat to center stage. So Corn Dog Lover, it's up to them to find their way back slowly, as Lox tends to do. Can't get the follow up off of the down air. Let's see how. Miming almost.
Oh my God, the
level one
small
down
waft.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a smidge of bounce.
Yeah, Miming is having a difficult time with these kill confirms. Not really finding anything, but the Tipper DP gonna do the job just fine.
Absolutely. It's definitely a really, really good tool against Lox in particular. The fact that he's so floaty, he really can't punish or like pressure her shield from the top. You know, we'll see if Miming does that, but Kasai, a famous Maple in our space, loves to punish Lox with the up special. So we'll see if Miming starts getting it.
This is a tiny thing. Corn Dog trying to go for the up smash while Miming was stuck on platform, but doesn't hit it. I am curious if that was intended to be a short hop up air.
Yo, what a read on the ledge option. Gets the KO, just 60% to his name. It's pretty scary. You don't want to be fighting into a lock with a stock lead.
Absolutely not. Oh, catches the air dodge with the up smash. Finally, Miming getting a chance to push, but in turn, getting a bit of pull from the Lox on down tilt, forward air, and still gonna live. Misses the F-strong snipe. Yeah, not a lot of confidence so far in Miming's Maple here. Not really pushing the advantage when that's all you gotta do. Going for the down smash. The second down smash is gonna confirm it right there. Classic kill confirmed.
Yo, straight off the Angel platform, we're already setting up for platform situations, but that situation reversing right now, and again, the Lock special, you thought you'd get a combo, but he's just a little bit floatier than you expect, and then you get set up in the air. 92% on Maple, but she's fighting back is Miming, getting lots of percent, but not quite enough to start actually making a big dent in anything. We'll see if a back air, the up air comes through, another up air. This could definitely take it. Oh, but the weakest sad hit of Fair. We're back to Nooch.
Getting it.
Oh, reads the ledge approach. Oh, and that
Oh.
down air off the ledge will take it. That is definitely, you have to be so careful tethering as Maple, even though it's definitely, it can be a scary matchup for Lox. If Lox steps on them little squirrel tails, ooh, it's over.
Yeah, I think though if you tether above Lox, it should clear the body hitbox of down air, correct?
It should be depending on the timing, of course. You know, if you get him going up anyway, then he's just gonna be above you after you're done with the recovery animation. But I mean, you know, she might have the timing like that. She might have it like that. So we'll have to see if the adjustments can come through as we get into game 2 here on Rockwall. Maple loves it. Lox will definitely go here if he has to.
Yeah, I don't know if this is the pick. I think Miming trying to go for those early DP kills, because last game she got really close to killing with some bad DI from Corn Dog Lover at 68%. I think she's trying to go for the over-the-top kills.
Maybe. I mean, definitely, it's a big body. It's a floaty body. Those up airs, frankly.
Yeah, see right there.
I think that your real situation is correct, but punishing that down to the stage option is Corn Dog.
Oh!
1 hit, 2 hit the up charge. That's gonna take stock number 1 for Corn Dog Lover. But fighting right back is Miming, evening the stocks.
With a tipper DP. With a tipper DP, just getting it just right, and Corn Dog Lover not rating the DI, bringing it even right now. But now Maple's getting stuck in the Lox blender. Those classic F-tilt, just grab, throw them around, build up as much percentage for free as possible. All right, now Corn Dog Lover in a position where they don't really want to. They're getting pushed against shield by the Maple with all the resources at her disposal right now. F-tilt knocking off, missing the grab though. Going for the special getup.
Going for a lot of these special getups, and Lox is one of those characters who loves special getup. He has a lot that he can do about it, and all he has to do is react. And even if, like, you know, you end up going for a mix-up and don't go for special getup, there's really nothing you can do to Lox when he's already standing there. His grab range is huge. His normals are huge. Special getup needs to be a rare spice rather than the bread and butter.
Yep. Oh no! Gets caught on the edge. Down air. It's over.
Yo.
It's over.
Woo.
You know, Miming was starting to bring it back in that second game, having a bit more control over the options, especially with the stage counter pick really working out in her favor. But spontaneous combustion by Corn Dog Level finishes off that set.
Yeah, that microwave went ding, and there went Miming stock. Microwave open, Corn Dog in the mouth. I bet Lox loves corn dogs, frankly. He's probably into that. We need to get Corn Dog Lover a special commission art of Lox with with the corn dog in like the nose, like the trunk. We gotta get if Corn Dog Lover doesn't already have that, we need to see it. But honestly, excellently played. I think that they clearly knew the matchup. They were playing around space. They were coaxing Miming into making mistakes, overextending. You know, Maple's gonna be down smashing. That's just the thing. But if you can get them to start committing to those options when it's not really safe to do so, Lox loves that. He eats that up.
Yeah, definitely feeding into Corn Dog Lover's hand. You know, that matchup. Lox has trouble against smaller bodies. His F-tilt is really probably the best option to deal with a smaller body. But man, if a small body gets into Lox's hitboxes, that's lunch right there. Just getting free combo. The Lox can't read the option. They can't figure out what to do because they can't tell what side you're on when you're in Lox's hitbox.
I mean, and she's a fast faller too, so once the combo starts, she's definitely getting ate. She's getting ate up.
100%. All right. I'm particularly excited for this one. We got the one Outcast versus Gengu. Not Gengar, Gengu. Trust me, we made that mistake before and it was disastrous. Outcast is the #1 Crag in BC without question. Contention whether or not he's #1 or #2 overall. We're going over the data here ourselves. Gengu is another Crag, so it's going to be a Crag ditto. Been definitely climbing up in the results with all the hop-ons.
I'm excited. We are going the Crag duo, aka the Zen Garden. 2 rocks in a forest. Let's see who has the more placid
Oh, thank God.
attitude, who can play with the correct balanced mindset.
Yeah, they both had a Crag moment right there, throwing both of the rocks in the center of the stage, then down B.
I mean, if you're Crag and you start the game without throwing a rock, you're not Crag. You're somebody else in Crag's body.
Oh, gets the rock hit right as Gengu spawns on platform, gets hit with the fair. Gengu being knocked right off, hits the back air, and Outcast just hitting the side of the yellow stick right there.
That was a sick ledge cancel on the side special, but not really getting much yet started in their engine. Though, as I say it, we are throwing rocks and we are hitting side specials, fairs, and all the other sort of Crag fixing that you like to see. 69% on Outcast, and it's climbing. Gengu is definitely in the driver's seat right now after Outcast fired pretty hard the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, but Outcast, he knows his kill confirms. I think he's going to probably be the one to finish off this stock real soon. And setting up that wall for a good defensive play here. Hits the fair, throws out the rock to set up a little camp there with the pillar. Oh no, he misses the up tilt. Gets hit with a down B, sets up for a down smash, but Outcast returns with a get up fair.
Yeah, Gengu was trying to edge cancel off of the pillar there, I think, but they did get away scot-free.
Oh no!
Yo, Outcast missing an easy confirm, but picking up one right after on the punish. You know, that's the Crag special. Is whoops, I missed my giant hitbox. Have another. And Outcast, no signs of slowing down, continuing to climb percent extra credit on Gengu's
bear after bear after bear after bear. There is no rage mechanic in Rivals 2, but by God, does Outcast pop off at like 165%.
Yo, that red text just gives him power, much like the maroon suit of Gengu's Rock Crag also gives them power. But right now, they are not getting this kill. They're getting the damage. I mean, we're almost at 200% in a Crag Ditto. Yo, these numbers are climbing.
Yeah, Gengu, he went for the back air instead of the fair off of that roller. What? That was a kill confirm.
Maybe just thinking a little bit too combo-minded and not switching that game state and, you know, knowing, hey, it's time to put one of these stocks away. But to the same, you know, the same can be said in the opposite direction. Sometimes you fiend for the stock too hard and you don't get one.
It's a parry! Up smash!
They're not getting stocks. Outcast is sending them to the blast zone.
In any other matchup, that position would not work. That hitbox would be too far in, but against another Crag, he gets the up smash. And Gengu finding the kill confirm, only just barely launching Outcast right over the pillar.
Man, that is bonkers. Yo, we love to see it. The Crags are fighting. Back air's coming out from Outcast. I think he's been doing a really good job of holding center stage, and when he's not in center stage, he's not eating too much percent. Oh, some shenanigans with the side special, rolling out, getting nothing, but rolling back, getting something. Gengu starts to fight back, but man, Outcast is just ready to punish anything unsafe on shield. The rocks getting passed back and forth. We're playing tennis, we're playing ping pong, we're playing racquetball, rocket ball. Who's gonna get the percents? Who's gonna get the kill?
Outcast falling back, setting up a pillar here. He's being pushed to the edge, but, you know, the longer that Outcast lives, the more percent Gengu takes. It makes the next stock that much easier. Pushing Gengu to the edge right here. Outcast gets hit with his own rocks. Down throw, misses the down smash after a bit of SSDI to the platform.
What to say, that if that down strong hits on the platform, I'm finna throw something. Speaking of throwing something, Gengu is just throwing things. We got down tilts, we got rocks, we got down Bs. Yo, is this a link fight or is this two Crags? Is this a Zen Garden? Yo, Outcast goes for it but doesn't get the tech roll. We are just
gonna grab
each other's rocks. Hello?
Playing like it's the Peach matchup, re-grabbing the rock, avoiding the special get up. It's one fair and it's all over. Gets these tipper up air.
Man.
The sweet spot up air to finish off that stock, but it's a ticking time bomb for Gengu right now.
Oh,
gets the nair, gets the fair.
Yep, there it is. Boom. Yo, these two are playing Crag. These are two people who want to play Crag. They don't want to play Rivals 2. They're not thinking about counter picks. They're thinking about what if I rock and what if you rock. That's what they're thinking, and I love it. I'm here for it. I think Gengu was warming up towards the middle of that set, but they're gonna have to come out much quicker if they're gonna get any kind of dub over Outcast.
Yeah, but for Outcast, this is the debate that goes on in BC. You know, he has some weak spots, but he is the highest ranking BC player at Battle of BC. He got 9th at Battle of BC, which is not nothing. That was a heavily stacked tournament right now. And Outcast,
Absolutely.
you know, he's I've talked to him before. Certainly
Oh,
not the
gosh.
best Crag
Oh.
player, but certainly knows how to play
Oh.
Rivals. Oh my god, that neutral just spaghetti! Holy cow, getting knocked so far with that rock. I think Gangu's gonna live from this, but man, was that real close. 108% right to the edge of Harbor is not something you want to be at for any other character.
He just threw the rock, picked it up, and Outcast said, "Are you sure you want to be holding a rock right now, bro? Remember the 120 I put on you when the last time you picked the rock up? It's almost
Oh,
continuing."
the down smash! The
Yo.
down smash knocking out the rocks to catch Gangu in the air, and that's gonna finish him off! What the hey?
These rocks, yo. I mean, we're seeing the Outcast masterclass in Crag right now, and Gangu, no slouch. Gangu definitely seems to know what to do. It's just that when they make a mistake, Outcast gets as much as they possibly can.
Down
and they
B!
get the down special off the ledge. Harbor not bringing Gangu's ship in. They are rejecting them at the dock. You're finna float through this ice. This last stock, you have to play your life.
Yeah, you were talking about how last game Gangu's starting to get the feelers for this matchup, but I know Outcast, he forms a game plan mid-set. He thinks, okay, what happened there? What can I change while he's picking a map? And it seems that mentality working out really well. 103% on Gangu's counter pick, no less.
Yeah, that toss from Gangu would have taken the stock.
Oh, that-
Outcast saw it, and he saw the tech situation, goes for the upstrong, and seals the deal. No more spaghetti. No more...
that was such a perfect setup.
Nah.
Using
Yeah.
Gengu's rock, going for
Clean.
the up through, back air, right into the rock, and then right into the kill confirm with
Clean.
that up smash. Just, it's over.
Yo, Outcast knew what to do. Again, Gangu, like we know, we've seen Gangu here on Hop On before. Homie can scrap, homie can play, but it's tough when you're going up against Outcast. That dude clearly knows how to be the rock, knows how to fight the rock. So
100%.
our first Zen Garden battle for today ends in Outcast victory. But I'm looking forward to seeing Gangu try and make a run down in losers. It's gonna be a good time. It's nice just to have 2 cracks.
Yeah,
And I don't have to play either of them because I'm on commentary.
yeah. Outcast believes that, he's like, oh, I'm washed. I'm gonna start making the transition to commentator and TO. But when he got that 9th place finish at Battle of BC, I told him, don't confuse being down with being out.
Bro, if that's washed, then there are no one's here who can play. Then nobody can play. If that's washed, then I had no skin, scalded, cleaned right off my body. That's how washed I would be then. My guy, you are not washed. You are out here making things happen. They've got some pretty scary stuff up ahead of them, in their bracket. Potentially down the line, their winners quarters will be Mystery Soul, and we know that Outcast did not like that matchup, especially struggles against Mystery Soul in particular. So we will see if that match comes to bear. Right now, we are getting the next one loaded up. And speaking of the soul, the sun, it shines upon the fiery sun, Spikefire, my fellow commentator. Right now, he is in the streets, finna go scrap against Mystery Soul. This is gonna be a hot one.
He's panicking right now in the SRGG chat.
Nah.
He's like,
He's
no,
cool.
why?
No, he's chill. He's calm and collected. He's good. He's fine.
Mystery Soul coming off of a win off of Cody Schwab. What tournament was that? It was last week, I think. I cannot remember the name. Beat Cody Schwab in grand finals, and Cody Schwab has been definitely putting time to the game. He's told me before, like, yeah, it's Evo. I gotta learn.
Say, that was a while ago at Beak Bonk.
It was. I want to say it was recent. Hold on.
No, that's what Mystery Soul said in chat. But
Mystery Soul, help out this old man memory. What bracket was it?
Man, you not finna say you got old man memory. I gotta be at least 5 years older than
Okay,
you.
it might be that the VOD I watched was only recently uploaded.
Yeah. That was Beak Bonk for sure. I mean, look,
'Kay.
A win over Cody's a win over Cody. Doesn't matter if this isn't his game. We know that Cody's grinding. He's on those leaderboards still, even after the new season. That means he came back. So,
Yeah, he wants to put time in for
big
Evo.
win.
He wants the W so bad.
Oh yeah, yo, Evo's gonna be. I mean, look, this is Hop On is stacked, right? Let's say even 50%. Let's just say our top 25 or top 20 seeds from Hop On go to Evo. Those are killers. And imagine just the top 20, 30 of every region. Yo, Evo's gonna be crazy, but we got a crazy match here. The Forest, Mystery Soul. One of the first things he told me when I talked to him on the matchup charts was don't let Fleet take you to Forest. So Spike might be in for some trouble.
It seems that and Harbor seems to be everyone's short stick. If you let someone else pick it, you're on the short end of the stick. Oh my god, that down air back air, so perfectly timed.
Wow. Oh, just barely misses the fair spacing, does Soul, and Spikefire makes it back, but maybe not.
Charges in with the
Dacus. Slapped around right now. Yo,
ooh, what? I didn't even see the option there.
Whichever way the bow swings, the lion was dead. Let's be honest. All right, we scrap.
Oh, nice intercept by Mystery Soul. Gets the down beat. Oh, Spike almost getting it there.
Almost. You know Spikefire is gonna hit the down special anytime that he can.
Spikefire. Oh.
There we
Getting
go.
the side smash, bringing it to even. Spikefire's been popping off lately. Like, no joke, he beat Ender, one of easily the top 10 best players in BC, 2-0 and a handshake.
Nice.
He's the X Factor. I never know how to rank this man.
I mean, I feel like that is Zetter, you know? They can play engine on, engine off, and I think right now Spikefire, though he might have been quaking in his boots in the pregame chat, he's clearly here to play right now. Yo, the moonwalks into the
tricky mix-ups.
Okay, trying to cover these ledge options. But we know Mystery Soul is a tricky recoverer. He is an expert use when he's in the air with that fleet action. There goes the snipe! And
the Swedish sniper strikes again.
Fire, yo, he said taunt for taunt. Doesn't matter if I'm down a stock. We love to see some showmanship here in Hop On.
Oh, gets the wind chime knock up the platform. Special get up doesn't go. Whisks this up smash. Now it's back to neutral. Mystery Soul's favorite, but he gets the parry down smash. Not gonna kill from center stage though.
Yeah.
I just don't think Spike wanted to risk the setup here against Fleet. Fleet definitely has Jigglypuff syndrome where she can just get out of what would seem to be free combos. But the fair, good and true is gonna finish off Mystery Soul's second to last stock here.
That was sweet. We do see them go a stock apiece. You know, the darkness falls, the crimson skies arrive, and it could be time for the fire to alight, but we'll see what Mystery Soul has to say. Fighting back with the drift, with the side special, with the up air. Oh, and the follow of the up strong. Going deep with the down special, does Spikefire, but the down strong from Fleet will take him to the top and seal game one for Mystery Soul, our first seed here in Hop On, number 14.
Someone made a post on Reddit about what uses Wind Chime has, and that's one of the uses. Spikefire had to air dodge to avoid that Wind Chime, and it led right into Mystery Soul's down smash to get that confirmed.
Yeah, Mystery Soul is great at handing you mental stack and shaving mental stack for himself. He simplifies his game while making yours more complicated, and frankly, that is the top player aspect of his Fleet play. Like, we see that from him. He does it to people at every level, and frankly, Spikefire not doing too bad fighting back, but it's gonna be hard to steal this one even here on Harbor.
What was that walk up F tilt? So unsafe, but I love it. Mystery Soul pushing against Spikefire's own counter pick. Zetters have a weird love complexion with this stage because of the flat lay on just being able to dare through the bottom platform.
I mean, it gives Zetter every type of recovery that he could possibly want. It allows him to use pity flip off the wall, to go through the floor. He gets the platform over the, extending off of the edge off the main platform to help him with mix-ups on up special. But I'll tell you what, if you get sniped out in the cold, you're going to freeze to death in the ocean.
Did Mystery Soul just taunt on him for that snipe?
Like twice. Yep.
I love Mystery Soul. He's told me before that he only does those taunts when he feels like he's achieved his fleet.
I love
nothing.
that. And
nothing against the other player. If he gets a 6 setup, he's taunting on you.
hey, that's super fair. I mean, and Spikefire is gonna take it on the chin, no problem. Good-natured human, but just being good-natured doesn't mean he ain't gonna swing on you. And he's Zetter, man. Doesn't matter if you're seed number 1. All that fire, that stuff adds up real quick. And this is still a great map for Zetter.
Oh!
He bets it all though. The down special, you're gonna eat an up strong on the way, or down strong on the way up into the up strong. Chimes on you now, misses the parry timing. It is punish city for Mystery Soul. Spikefire's got to play their heart out to make it back, but they do not. Last stock, game 2 for Spikefire.
I mean, if you're gonna lose a stock, especially a second to last stock on anything, you go for the Zetter down B.
Sure.
Respect.
I mean, yeah, if you can go from a death to a trade or to a mutual, stock evening, you will take that all the way to the bank, as will Mystery Soul with all of these various disjointed attacks, calling out all of Spikefire's options. Speaking of the down special, there it is, gets nothing, but he is safe on the stage. I would say we're playing neutral, but it is Zetter into fleet, so who could possibly describe this as neutral?
Oh no, he's in the fair! He's gonna get
reversal.
reversaled! No!
No! With the special get-up arrow into the down air, my gosh! Yo.
The fleet machine. The fleet machine works every time.
I feel bad for everybody in chat who is malding after seeing that, because that was crazy. Freaking, oh my god, dude. I love it. Like you said though, right? Soul was feeling himself. He was feeling the fleet. He was getting, and look, it's not like Sparkfire wasn't playing. But Soul definitely was.
No, Soul this is the comeback for him at Hop On,
Sure.
It's been how long since he's been gone? Now he's kicking in with a bang. I mean,
yeah.
Look.
Show up, show out.
Could it have gone any other way? No offense, Spike, not really. But
it would have been the upset of the century, I'll tell you that much.
But no, Mystery Soul definitely showing that he's ready for tonight, and he signed up extra late.
Yeah,
so this was
at the buzzer, the
buzzer. So this was a surprise.
Yeah.
This was a surprise for him to come on and play tonight. And we're gonna see how far he gets. I didn't know whether to put him or Sofilo up number 1, so it's the first real contender she's gotten in a while.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that I would. I mean, I think after the fact, I agree, right? But
yeah,
Dominique.
Dominique has definitely been putting it up, but
yeah, she's had to fight. She's had to fight.
She's had to fight.
That she's playing on another freaking level, but if there's someone on that level in this tournament, it is Soul. Soul could possibly be there. Is Soul. Is Sofilo arriving to Soul's level or the other way around? We're gonna find out later.
I mean, the 2 times that that Mystery Soul has gotten, is it 2 or 3 times that Soul has gotten top 8? Sofilo has been behind. She's not been number 1.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens today. I mean, so far the bracket up in winners progressing more or less as expected. Credit to the seeding, or maybe lack of credit to everyone else. You guys need to get some upsets. Hello, let's create some narratives, guys. Come on. But look, even if it is so far going as you expect, either way, at the end of this, there's going to be some folks who are going to win some cash. And if you guys want to contribute to that cash, you got to hit up the Matcherino, !Matcherino in the chat. Get the link. There are codes in there. You go to the link, you claim the code, and everyone in that top 3 is going to get free money. Easy as that. You don't have to give us anything, nothing.
25 cents USD per code.
Boom.
There are 50 codes, maxing out to about
$12.50.
I can't do math in my head.
$12.50.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's free money. Give it to your players. They're putting on a show for you. Even if you're a player, if you are a player. I mean, if everybody who's playing the tournament right now claimed a code, we would only have 6 left. And even then, those are going to be gone already because production here is also claiming codes. You should be too. And if you have some extra cash, throw it their way because they are here to put on a show. That is for damn sure.
Yes, indeed. Now, next up, we have Malkitty versus Mustard, both top 8 hop honors. This is winners round 2, round 3.
Round 3, yeah.
Yeah, again,
Brutal.
like the top 20 players of hop on tonight are all top 8 potential, if not top 8 winners.
100%. Yeah, it's real scary out there right now. You know, Ganger, Safilo, Keeb are all progressing through their bracket pretty smoothly so far. I mean, like I said, you know, Darai as well, making it through. So
Darai's actually here.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. They are here. You know who else is here? Dolphin Brick.
Thank God.
But right now in front of us here today as well, Malkitty, who has recently switched to the Olympia, punching out everyone's lights, and Mustard still safely on the locks. This is not the matchup that Olympia wants to run into typically.
Is it? I feel like this is the exact kind of matchup Olympia wants, but really taking it in the teeth for Malkitty. One thing... Oh, sorry.
Definitely the range, Lox's range, the keep out game, if he's got it, it's a tough match for Olympia, even though she gets those combos. But the thing is that because of his size, but he's also floaty. So he kind of has what he needs to deal with it.
Yeah, but also because of that floatiness, he's one of the like 1 or 2 characters where forward throw and back throw actually combo off even at low or high percents. Kaboom!
Yeah, you can't do that. That's free.
Yeah,
that's
you
free
can,
money.
because this is Olympia, practically pre-patched.
I just mean you can't be doing side special into Olympia's disjointed F strong. She will do that for free all day. So that's a bit of a matchup chump check, but I bet you Mustard won't do it again.
But 2 things that Malkitty definitely has going for this Olympia matchup. It's speed and size. You wouldn't think
100%.
that a small Olympia would make the difference, but the thing I've absolutely been beating Loxodons with is going inside their hitbox and they can't see where I am. They can't tell whether or not it's a cross-up or if it's front-facing. Yeah. Daka's up smash at ledge is so destructive.
Yeah, but look, right now, Mustard is a stock up. They're at 100%, which for Olympia means you are at kill percent, but they're still doing all right. Yo, Malkitty goes for the parry, but Mustard's got it like that, switches the up special around.
Oh, no!
A little bit of like a zero explosion to just pop around the up special, and they are staying alive at 130. The parry on the approaching jab. Mustard is still swinging, not afraid to die, not afraid to lose this stock at all.
Oh, there's goes the down tilt and reverse fair, taking that stock finally. What?
Like I said, Lox does not care what your get up option is, especially at low percent. They can just sit on the floor. Yo, chops through the gem, the
double
up
fair
pops up. And
oh, no tech!
Invincible dare.
No tech.
No
Something
tech.
I gotta say, I'm deeply impressed that Mustard barely managed to avoid that up B with that level 0 waft there, because normally against heavies, and especially against big bodies, Olympia's up B just gravitates opponents to her. You could just see, oh, I'm on the opposite side of that up B. Nope, you got hit by the 1 hitbox, teleports you to the rest of those connecting hits. But Mustard
being floaty and you know what of the things that they did patch, they did shrink those vacuum hitboxes. So like I said, Lox definitely has what he needs to take this, and Mustard definitely has what she needs to do it as well. So it's not going to be free for Malkitty, but they're going to be hard fought between the both of them.
Nice jab check to push him away, going straight for the fair. The combo game from Mustard right now is clean as nails.
Clean as nails. All right, that's a new one. I like it. Clean as nails. Got some shiny nails getting dug into the side of Lox right now. Up special into the blast zone, but doesn't get the kill. Goes deep for it. Yo, but Lox a little bit too slow to capitalize as Olympia makes it back safe. However, misses the tech on a platform. You never want to do that against Lox, especially not on Hodojo. And this might be the place to be if you're Olympia, but it's the place to live if you're Lox. And you could be dying at any time. Right now, both players at about 120. The backer off top platform, that's going to take it. Mustard in the lead yet again.
Yeah, Malkitty getting stabbed in the back by the Heavy Nation, switching off of Edelus, going to Olympia, but is now getting completely comboed right now by Loxodon. Oh, also this is the back air, but grabs the ledge just in time. That's... Malkitty's on his last stock. This guy gets second with Olympia, if not, you know, top 8, and is about to be knocked into losers.
Yup. Wow, I told you. And like, look, we already know Mustard's got it like that. But Malkitty fighting back with that disjointed and very high-powered F tilt to take that stock. Right now, we are in the corner. Mustard going off, going back on. We get the platform situation, throwing it up. It's that extra percent time. This is not where you want to be if you're Olympia. The approach dash attack gets stuffed out, and now it is up air time. Chains coming through. More damage for Olympia, but she gets slapped back by the F tilt. The back air off the down tilt punish. That's gonna do it. She died at like 70. Olympia is
bad DI.
Not ever safe.
DI straight down into the side blast zone was
that's it.
Complete knockout.
This is the thing about Olympia, man. I know that she's been pissing people off, but it's been almost a month now. People have had time to adapt. If you get her with a DI mix-up, she's dying before. I mean, at a percent that would fail a test, and that's not where you want to be dying when you are a hard hitter like Olympia. So I mean, huge props to Mustard. She knew the matchup. She knew how to exploit all of Malkitty's movement. I mean, that last stock, Malkitty was barely there.
Quite so.
Intense. Big ups to Mustard. I mean, that's definitely an upset. So that's huge. And I'm looking forward to Malkitty coming back, because you know that they're not gonna go easy and low in that losers bracket, man. They're finna get powered up, crystallized, and find some people to punch into the blast zone down there. We would not be surprised if we saw Malkitty back at top 8.
I want to break off for a bit to announce to talk about it's just something funny that happened. One Outcast knocking out Dolphin Brick 2-0. The rivalry goes on, and D-Brick, I have no clue if he keeps changing his controls.
What happened? You have a control problem?
I beat him 2 weeks ago because he keeps changing his controls on his leverless.
Yeah,
he kept run up parrying me.
Look, control problems will get you, man. They'll get you. It's pretty impressive though. I mean, look, that's still a good win. I know that that Outcast was seeded to win that, but when he did. I mean, the war path for the top seeds continues outside of the incredible upset that we just watched. Ganger up over Fully Naked at the Urinal, Darai over Glacian, Sofilo over Capel, and Keeb over Dia, I'm not sure which. And then other than that, we're just waiting on Mystery Soul Ceramic and Sealder Maya for winners round 3. But it's look, we're approaching the scary time. We're approaching Winner's Quarters. Winner's Quarters is where the killers are finna get killed. It's gonna turn into one of those battle royale manga that you read so much about. People gonna be getting sniped out in chapter 1. Your favorite character's not gonna make it to the end of the series. It's gonna be scary.
Yeah, right now, Sofilo and Darai playing. Right now, I think they're even in set count, so it could go either way. But definitely the favorite to win in that. Looks like... Are we getting Gengar Mustard on for Winner's Quals or Mystery Soul Outcast? Not sure. It could go either way.
Mustard Gengar. Looks like
Mustard versus Gengar.
Looks like that's the ticket. I mean, that's going to be... Look, we just saw Mustard do some pretty crazy things, but Clarin Locks is a very different game. I know you have a lot of opinions about it.
I hate this goddamn matchup.
I'll tell you what, though. You know who doesn't hate this matchup is Gengar. So,
Gengar, well, because Gengar plays against Evil Nardwar. Those two go back and forth day by day. He knows how to play the matchup. And Gengar, in my a lot of kinds of Clarins. Ranganchu is a very precise kind of Clarin. He goes for tippers. He goes for precise movement. He plays the game how he schedules it. Spargo is an aggressive kind of Claren. He just clicks buttons and wins. He doesn't care how it works. He doesn't care if it's sour spot or tipper. He just makes
Sure.
whatever he can hit work. Gengar
Yeah.
is definitely in the middle. Gengar is not like a very tipper precise oriented person when he comes to playing Claren, but he does definitely have a plan. He has a schedule with how he wants to play Claren. And if he doesn't get it, it can fall apart pretty quick.
We'll see. I mean, he's always got that, you know, he can always just bet on the old back air, right?
If it's tipper back air, no. If it's sour spot back air, then he's good.
Sure,
tipper back air
fair,
in this matchup against Loxodon is Claren's worst nightmare, because it will, against Lox, frequently not kill and pop them up.
Yeah. It's I'm curious to see how this one's gonna go. We are getting underway here, though. Game 1 in the forest. Mustard Gengar. This is gonna be a slap fest. If we're striking the forest, that means that these folks finna hit each other, and I'm all about it.
I have to know who let forest happen. I'm gonna guess this is Gengar's pick. Oh, going for the neutral B to side special. That is a wrong Gonshu classic move right there, setting him up for the kill confirm.
Yeah, this is the second time that we've seen Mustard go straight to ledge that side special and get punished for it. So it must be something that she does early on just to see, you know, are you going to call it out? And in both cases, her opponents have very much done so. So I'm curious to see, you know, how that ledge approach is going to change throughout the match, because that is one of the things that Claren definitely has a huge advantage over Lox with. You know, even though her recovery can also be somewhat exploitable, it's much safer than Lox's, that is for sure. And right now, Gengar is hitting that percent, but also getting slapped into the ceiling. A really strong DI, but not quite Trevor's dream DI, and loses their stock for it.
Gets a neutral B, just pushing him off with fair, just building up as much percent as you can. Game plan as Claren when you hit that sour spot fair is just keep pushing him with fair until you hit something, or just retreat back. You just gotta keep going. You can make that reach. Going for the up tilt, sour spot forward air, and Mustard really good at stalling with that level 0 waft there. Getting the get up attack that's gonna knock her off way far out. Getting that tipper back air, and with some bad DI, that's gonna kill off Mustard. Managing to work that in Gengar's favor.
I think that might have been checkmate back air, tipper back air at that percent. To be honest, it's pretty scary getting hit, you know, even if you are that low. But right now, I mean, look, Gengar seems to have the game plan, and it is currently working. We're not really, you know, we're pressuring off stage when we need to, like right now, and we're holding center stage when we need to. Gengar definitely seems to know what he wants to do in this matchup, and Mustard is having to respect the game, unfortunately. Lots of mix-ups on the off stage. Makes it back, gets the grab up throw. We got the axe out. We're getting damage in. Goes for a back air to win it all, but instead the side special comes out. Evasion. We've swapped situations. Now Mustard is off stage. Barely makes it back, and the ledge grab dare is gonna take it. 126% on that last stock, but this is doable. Just very difficult. There's the no fun zone. Gengar drops immediately to get a follow-up with the fair, holds ledge, and there goes game 1 in Gengar's favor.
Yeah, Gengar definitely, like I said, he doesn't care if he gets a sour spot or a tipper. He's gonna make something out of it. But wow, did he have some great setups? That angled up neutral B, side B, really tricky to hit against Loxodon with how light they are, or not how light they are, how floaty they are.
For sure, yeah. I'm curious to see, you know, what adjustments can be made. This is, you know, Tempest Peak. It is the Lox Classic, but frankly, Claren does not have any problem going here. She just gets to full hop into anything all day because of these platforms, and she also has side special.
Oh no, the DI down!
Her recovery. Yo, we dropped way down. Lox was in the driver's seat, but Mustard opts to play it safe.
Yeah, that was super dangerous by Mustard to do the DI down on fair on Tempest. That was real risky, but managing to pull it off They're back in an edge guard situation now. Tipper, back air. Yikes. There we go. Yeah, Sour Spot back air knocks back further than Tipper back air. That's exactly what you want, but it is always a gamble against Lockstone. It's always so hard to tell when something is or is not going to be a Tipper against Lockstone because of how big they are.
No, definitely. Oh, yo, the up special. Locks unable to pressure. Gets thrown off stage. 133%. You could definitely die for a lot of different things against Claren right now. The fair, soft hit fares into the Tipper. Up air is going to take it. First stock of game 2 goes to Gengar. But we'll see. Mustard not too far behind. Almost 100. And there it is on Claren right now. Swinging Gengar going to the ceiling, but not quite going to take it yet. Oh, a quick recovery, goes high to the tripping low. A raw F strong at the center of the stage. Say it ain't so. Gets hit with the rank. And Mustard evens it up. 2 stocks apiece.
Yeah, Gengar absolutely getting slightly outframed it. A couple of those hits, he was trying to do a parry, it looks like, from the startup, but was just getting hit right before it went off. Not quite getting his timings down, and he's getting hit hard for it.
Yeah, honestly, that was very impressive to protect their land with the falling fair. You only get 2 frames of that bottom hitbox.
In what world did that Tipper?
Gengar tippers with all how did that tipper is his memoirs, man. Like, that's what
he was
the
being
book's gonna be
stepped
called.
on in that Tipper.
Yo, we are just throwing back airs all day. There goes another one, sent to the ceiling. Thankfully, the Tempest peak pick working out, except there. Gonna hold ledge, and Mustard plummets to her death. Final stock of her top 8 qualifier. This is, this is top 16. This is for top 8. This is a hard matchup. Yo, we're already swinging. Goes for the up special. Could have died there, frankly. Luckily, gets interrupted. But the punish continues from Gengar. Gengar is just stacking his percent on.
Interesting. Forward throw to neutral B, trying to get a neutral B combo there. That is possible with the correct edge canceling. Going for the Sour Spot fair. Gets the Tipper? No! Too light, or too floaty. Lock's not escaping. Tipper D-tilt to neutral B is a kill confirmed, but Mustard managing to bring it back with a back air.
Yo, the back
Get
airs
up
are
attack,
definitely
knocking Mustard
out
off
for
yet again.
both
Down
characters.
tilt.
Down tilt. There goes the laser slice, but it's not quite enough. It could be, though, now. Holds ledge, and Lox has nowhere else to go but down.
With the perfect ledge invincibility refresh, I might add. That was some perfect timing. And going for the high instead of, just drop down, jumping high, and then dropping in low to cover any check that's Mustard could have done.
Yeah.
Perfect timing and option by Gengar to finish off that set.
For sure, yeah. I think that he played that clinical. I think that his classic, the Gengar classic back airs were coming out and they were working. I think, one of the things that I have noticed in the matchup, especially I think as it has advanced over the last 6 months since release, if you are spending your stacks, your magma stacks off stage, you're on the back foot as Lox against Claren. Like, that magma needs to get used as mix-ups on the stage, as punishes on the shield, and that was not happening for Mustard, unfortunately. I think, if that's not going to happen, then you're having a much harder time winning neutral, and Claren loves to win neutral. She loves winning neutral.
I will say, something that Gengar did that probably was a win con for the whole set was calling out in that first match. Every single time Mustard went for F-tilt, all Gengar did, walk away. Lox F-tilt.
Because it's a bad move.
It is a bad move on the second hit, because it's one of the only few
both bad.
They're both bad, but it can be really good if he hits it. But it also, if you don't hit that second hit, it's practically whiff lag, because you don't get a lot of the cancels from that second hit to do either F-tilt forward, you don't get the grab, you don't get the stomp, you don't get any of that. You're just sitting there laggy as hell.
The first hit of F-tilt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know all Gengar had to do? Just run in and dash attack just every single time.
Exactly.
Just calling it out.
This is the thing. This is the struggle that Lox has. It's just built into the system. You can floor hug F-tilt until 999%.
Something I've seen
could never, if you don't want it to, it won't work on you. And so
something I'm seeing being done more is using F-tilt as an anti-air option.
Sure.
So you do turnaround, F-tilt to an approaching, like say Claren is jumping, you just do F-tilt, can't CC it.
Yeah, I mean that could definitely work, but it does. The other thing, rough thing about F tilt 1 is that it extends his hurt box before it extends a hit box. So like if for those who go into the frame data, you'll see his hand will go forward and then the hitbox will come out and in. It doesn't go out and then come back in. It starts out and then comes in, which is why, I mean, it does make a very interesting move. Anyway, Mustard lost. An incredible fight against Malkitty to win, and then an unfortunate loss to Gengar. You know, a bit of business as usual for the gang. But we are moving on to the next game. Mystery Soul Outcast. Outcast's favorite matchup ever. He loves to fight Fleet. Hey, at least it's not on Julesville, right?
Yeah, but also this is a matchup that Outcast has not been doing too hot at against Mystery Soul. Every time they've gone up against each other in any kind of bracket, Mystery Soul, literally, again, at YTJ, all he's doing is sitting next to the stream, reading his book, and when he gets called up, he walks over, plays a match, he goes back to reading his book.
This is true. Looking at their all-time, Mystery Soul is up 4-1 or 5-1 all-time.
Yeah,
so
and
it's pretty brutal.
And already, you're looking away. Outcast didn't have a third stock. He has had 2 stocks since the beginning of the game, and you never noticed.
There goes the stock. I mean, this is the thing, like, that Outcast has been concerned about is the edge guard, right? And so when you're Crag, you're used to living to 100, 120, 160. That's not going to happen, especially against a fleet like Soul. But the thing is that it's not even just the offstage game, right? Like, Soul's adept at hitting you offstage in the first place. It's pretty scary. Living the 140 right now, though, is Soul, and that's not what you want. What you want is a fair, and that's what Outcast just got to even up the stocks.
Yeah, any defensive measure Outcast has that he normally does, like Pillar and whatnot, just completely useless against Mystery Soul, who goes for the double snipe to taunt. I can hear the Outcast going like, okay, dude, alright.
He hit him with the double no-scope and then sent you a DM on the Xbox, like, he just said, what can you even do about it? And unfortunately, I do not know what that is right now. Currently, Soul is putting on a Fleet Clink, hitting with everything. Any button that he picks, it is working. Outcast not prepared to play neutral against this tiny fox.
No, and he almost getting killed right there from the up smash, but living again.
Oh, misses the timing on the air dodge. See ya. That is a dunk.
No.
Oh. Mystery Soul, man, you know what? This is the thing, right? They say sometimes to play your best, you gotta walk away. Some recovery time for Mystery Soul, and we're seeing him invigorated. I mean, that was a dumpstering, if I may say so. That was brutal.
All right, game 2. Outcast, he's had the moment to go into the war room and come up with a plan here. Let's see if he can execute it. Oh, starting out with the double bear after getting the rock to extend that little combo there.
There we go.
What? That was such an unsafe grab pull or rock pull.
Ooh. I think one of the things that I have noticed from Outcast likes the B button, the special button, and I think that in particular Soul is ready. Soul is ready for side special, he's ready for down special, he's ready for the rock, and he's ready to use that up special to murder you standing on that platform recovering. We're gonna need to see something different from the boy, from the rock master himself.
He's a taunting little bitch today.
You know, he's feeling it. Like I said, he's back. Look, you know, when you love to compete, and we have heard from Soul, you know, competing is something he loves to do. And like you were saying, you know, he was recovering. He was taking some time, you know, just due to illness, right? Like this is something that he has to deal with all the time. And competing does not make it better. You know, this is something he does it because he loves it. And I think Outcast does too. So we just have to see Outcast fight back. Currently is, you know, with 2 stocks apiece, this is going better than the first game.
Oh, that was such a good setup, using the tornado to slow down Outcast, going for the dare to just kill his momentum and send him up for some damage.
There we go.
Against...
Get your 1, 2,
rock,
3
it doesn't work.
Back off, you know?
Yeah, A little check right there. This is my, Crag can play like a zoner too. Fleet isn't the only zoner in the game.
The biggest zoner you've ever seen. I mean, hey, there's debate. The word zoner and rivals elicits much discussion from the folks in the peanut gallery. And look, I get it, but right now, Outcast is definitely seeing plenty of value by keeping Fleet at bay. Because this is the thing, is that Soul is not afraid to fly at you, and if you bring him there yourself up the elevator, he will kill you for it. Not afraid to do it.
That was such a good conversion, getting hit with the pillar, but just jumping with the punch right there, going for the up air, gets the tipper hit and kill. And now Outcast is just trying to fend for scraps right now. He has 2 stocks to get through and not a lot of momentum.
No, unfortunately, bet it all on missing the DI on that throw for the down strong. But look, doesn't take too much damage on the way to cleaning up that last stock, but the damage has arrived off the Angel platform. Crag is up to 85%. Fleet still in control of things, but we're fighting back with the Sonic rollout, but not getting much off of it. I mean, this is the story of things. The Outcast has not been able to turn those clean hits into actual combos yet.
Gets the up tilt, snipe one, snipe 2. Yeah, backs off. Now okay.
Eats another one off the get up special. Soul,
yeah, and
big
Mystery
believer
Soul,
in get up
there's...
special. Yo!
Oh! The
Off the
Dacus!
backboard, alley-oop to yourself to take the stock. Oh,
yeah,
Mystery Soul.
normally Outcast using that bounce to get away, he's really good about that. But Mystery Soul read the option correctly, use the bounce to combo off of it, and gets the kill confirmed from it.
Yeah, I mean, Outcast knew it was there. He had to tech, and he didn't tech.
Nope, not a chance.
You don't tech, you don't live. That's how it is against someone like Soul. Soul loves a freebie, and I mean, does he miss at all with an up strong or an F strong? I'm not sure how often it happens. That accuracy, I mean, it's William Tell tier. It's pretty intense. But
quite so. All right, we got. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say we got one last set before we break into top 8. We got Kib versus Maya.
Dang, is it already top 8? It's only 8 o'clock.
After this set, it will be top 8.
Dang, loser's already done?
No.
Give me some more matches, duo. Come on now.
I'm not in charge right now, my guy. I'm here with you.
Wow. He said I want to get off the mic. That's messed up. I'm joking. Yo, it's looking pretty intense right now. Do you see what has happened over in winners quarters? Do you see what happened in the AL match?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Sofilo losing against Durai here.
Yeah.
Anyway. She's loser's problem now. God help them.
Oh, yeah. Good luck to everyone in losers. Sofilo is down there with you. A shark in cruel waters, but a shark is here on the stage with us. Maya versus Keeb. I mean, this is definitely going to be a PNW scrap over here. The Oregonian and the local Washingtonian. We got a battle of strange play styles for their character. I'm really excited to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, Maya taking a breakout last tournament, getting 4th last week after fighting tooth and nail to get that placement. So she's definitely shown herself up, but getting not ranked in top 8 because, again, there's so many people here who qualify for top 8. And right now, definitely keeping it even with Keeb, who has taken it to Sofilo herself in grand finals. Getting hit with a pop. Oh, there's no bubble on stage.
No, there is
running out of options. Gets hit with the down air. Yeah, that's it.
That's gonna do it. Frankly, systematic from Keeb. If you want to take out Maya off stage, you're gonna have to do it for 30 seconds. And Keeb weathered the storm, and if you do that, you get the stock. So kudos to him, but we'll see. Yeah, Maya fights back with a quick little up tilt, up air to clean things up. We're not too far away in percents on the second stock. This is definitely doable for either player right now. We are playing in the mid-range, by the way, 3 characters apart minimum so far. Everyone is using their spacing to the maximum.
Maya trying to get it with the up air spike, gets punished with the nair. Up air, keep pushing it. Maya gets back on stage, misses some dares. Keeb has excellent spacing with the gift. It's really hard to judge how far that back air from Arcane can hit, but Keeb knows the range exactly. Yes. Does not need a rangefinder.
No.
Oh my. Yeah, it's so hard to parry Fleet's side smash because she can just wait you out on that if you don't time it correctly.
She really can, and but this is the thing though, is once the Fleet starts throwing out F-Strongs in a not true advantage state, that's definitely something that someone like Orcane, who can cross the stage in milliseconds, can punish. So we'll see if that ends up coming to bite Keeb in the long run. Right now though, we are having a tussle in the corner. Orcane goes deep, makes it back with a very perfectly spaced fair. Off the bubbles, gets another up air kill. Fleet with that light body going down a little bit early. You know, Maya's at 160%. It's time to die. But she says no. She says, make it happen, Keeb. You want the stock, you better take it.
Quite so, quite so. Now, Maya's playing impressive neutral right now, but with one down tilt to up air, that's going to bring Maya in even with Keeb right here.
Yeah, at that percent, that hits them. You were in there for an entire vacation. A follow-up with the nair to put Keeb into the corner, but frankly, fighting out of the corner is what Keeb has been doing most of the game. Right now, though, it's going in Maya's favor, better than it was in the past.
Up air spike to nair!
Mix up there with the up air going down this time, but keeps making it back at 115%, though. That's not what you want. Gets hit by the back air. Perfect DI to survive it. This is also go die. Plenty of blast zones for your pleasure. Doesn't get back air too, does Orcane. Keeps still staying alive. One more back air will definitely do it, but he's not afraid to put on more percent, fighting into the corner. Now it is a swift reversal of situations. The Orcane goes deep. Keep goes for another down air, and Maya uses that opportunity to get back on stage. Gets caught by the get-up special. Whoa, they are right on top of each other here. Maya calls out his retreat with an up air. That's 3 stocks, 3 up airs. The Orcane spout will take you to the blast zone every time.
Maya absolutely keeping her cool and picking out a Fleet. Not easy to pick from the air here, but Maya just keeping Keeb to the ground, keeping them honest, not letting them take the space they need. And Keeb was unable, like in the latter half of that, unable to get away from some just basic neutral tools, like just jab, not even down tilt, just like jab and up tilt, keeping them close at hand.
Yep. Yo, we are here, game 2, Jules Vale, and Maya was off to a hot start, calling out a lot of Keeb's approach options, but some changing in the timing there, and we have swapped sides, literally, as well as with percent. Keep taking the lead, a forward throw to get Maya sent off stage, but not too much damage off of that. Maya descends and immediately goes into the approach, and F-Strong to send Keeb off stage. Well, they are just trading like projectiles with each other back and forth.
Orcane. Oh, gets hit with the back air, coming back from stage. Trying to get the empowered side B here. Hitting with weak hit back air, but not jumping in for another weak hit, or another just back air in general. Goes for the up air tipper. That is so hard to hit on the best of days, but Maya has just been making that a staple of her toolkit tonight.
I mean, it makes sense against the Fleet. You know, they want to float, they want to go up, but Orcane's got plenty of hops. The Orca hop, you know, it's one of his specials, but right now I don't think that Maya has a puddle on stage, and so descends to the ground for it. Throws off a water gun right at the start. Keep parries it immediately, but it doesn't matter. Maya still gets that advantage state. Oh, covers the reaction option from Fleet with a rising down air somehow, and the percent continues to climb.
Keeb gets an up throw. Gets the back air. Yeah, trying to stay away from those bubbles. Keeb has been getting caught in those bubbles all game, and it's been throwing off his combos.
Absolutely, and look, that is the Orcane special. I mean, the way Maya plays, she wants to maul you, she wants to mess up your DI, she wants to mess up your expectation. She does that great, but she'll still work those bubbles in to get you confused. I mean, especially if you stop moving. You cannot stop moving against Orcane. When you recover slow like that, the back air will descend from the top ropes like a wrestler, and you will be sent into the stands. One stock left for Keeb. This is for top 6 or for top 8?
Yeah. Gets hit with the side B. Drops really quick with that. Gets the parry. No down smash. Keeb held down the stick for far too long.
Wow. Yo, okay, well, Keeb is swinging now. We are short hopping. We are throwing out buttons. We are taking up space if we are Keeb. And we are Keeb. Sending Maya almost to the blast zone, but not quite taking it. Maya is on some crazy mix-up stuff, but I think maybe gets a little too fancy and dives for it. One stock apiece. The knight has fallen, but will Keeb fall this time? Maya still has a percent lead, but Keeb is certainly fighting back. Not afraid to start getting much closer, much more personal.
Oh, gets it down here. This is such a good position, but Maya backs away with the puddle. I don't know where she was pointing with that F smash.
Wow. Dude.
No, misses the F tilt.
Oh, wow. She called out Keeb's high recovery. Didn't even cover the ledge.
She's panicking. She's all of her options are going the literal opposite way now. And now Keeb's got the advantage here. Gets the nair. No tech.
Doesn't tech. Another nair.
Gets the nair again.
It is
back
fleet.
here.
She'll come back. She'll definitely come back from these for a while. Yo, we got a reversal now. There's the back airs.
And that kills. Dang.
Oh.
Maya dropping it and keep getting game 2.
Yeah. Maya's execution started slipping just as Keeb's was shoring up, and that is not when you want that to happen. I think maybe Maya could smell victory, but the kitchen door remains closed and Keeb is still at the stove. Let's see who is going to deliver a better dish, though, as we go to the Crystal Oasis. Brand new as of this patch. 200 coins or some money if you got it.
200 coins? How
200,000 coins, excuse me. It's a lot of money. It's a lot. I only think in thousands, basically. There's nothing, you know, there's not that much. Yeah, nothing's under 1,000, right? So, you know what I mean? Anyway. They're here. It's Rockwall. It's close quarters. Maya loves this place.
Yeah, but right now she's being pushed back so hard. I get what she's trying to go for here. Get the fleet as close as possible. But she's really being cornered in a plat fight and gets hit with the nair to finish it off. Yikes.
I mean, I think that, like, you know, we're looking at game 1 and 2. The platforms being a little closer together, I think, is part of where that victory was coming from for this particular matchup. And even though Rockwall has very narrow sides, there's actually quite a bit of stage to play on. So it's not like it's not quite the cage match that sometimes it's made out to be. And right now we're seeing Fleet, you know, Keeb play with that space. It's going well for him while Maya's approaches are getting stuffed. It is a lot of arrows. This is exactly how it feels every time I have to fight Fleet here. It's like there's 3 archers on the other side instead of just the 1. And right now, getting thrown off stage is Maya. The damage is kind of stacking up right now. But we are in the shield. Keeb is holding the hands up.
Yeah, he's just keeping on despite the fact that I was so close to breaking. It's working out for him, just keeping on this pressure. Gets the up air. Maya advantage, but it's too high to get that up air spike.
Yeah.
Keep getting back safe, and now just some pressure from Maya. Tries to go for the grab, but Keeb backs off.
Yeah,
down air or down tilt to up air.
Unless Maya is at least 3 bodies away.
Yeah, I don't know what Maya's doing differently here. She was so aggressive in that first game, managing to bridge the distance, but now Keeb's keeping it real long distance on a smaller stage at that.
Well, I mean, that's what I was gonna say. I believe that the actual, like, the length of the stage is longer on Rockwall. So
it is.
Yeah,
it absolutely is.
Which is why I don't know if this was necessarily the pick. I know Maya likes going here though, so we'll see. I mean, they did clean up that stock. It is even on stocks, but Maya's at 100, and as we know, Rockwall blast zones. I mean, if Fleet can get a couple of carry offs, then you're probably done though. But Maya is definitely fighting back. A sick falling back air to send Keeb off stage, kind of in the corner, although the corner has a tower in it, and Fleet, capitalizing off some platform movement, gets another stock taken. Maya on her last stock. This could be a reversal for Keeb, the reverse 2-0, as it were. We'll see if Maya can close this stock out without taking too much extra percent. Or if it'll happen at all. I mean, Keeb is playing, their defense has been so strong.
Oh, wow, but Maya almost taking that stock.
Ooh.
If it was just a percent higher, I think she would have gotten it. Get the F smash, not going to kill. Even on Rockwall, just too low of a percent. Up air that spikes, misses the second hit.
Oh, beautiful spacing on that down tilt, is able to get away unpunished. Yo, the front forward air coming out. We got the movement on the platforms. That part's working out just
what
fine.
What hit there?
I was probably Nair, if I had to guess. Just a little bit too high to get that bear. Unfortunately, Bear 2 does not come out. Keeb makes it back and gets to keep stacking on percent. Goes for another bear, does Maya, but instead says, wait a minute, it's worked about 7 times already today. Maybe just another up air will do it. We are on final stock. The crystal is gathering power, and both of our players need to expend theirs. It is time, do or die, if you want to get into top 8 on winner's side.
Wow, Keeb really lucky there with the bubble anti-air, just managing to get away from the puddles
what
when they're floating, and now Maya, even at 73%, has the advantage right now.
Yeah, we're seeing Maya
gets hit with the tornado into... Gets hit with tornado and grab confirmed. Oh no, gets hit with the side B. Wind chime is active. Bomb goes off.
Oh,
no, he misses the dare.
That was it too. I mean, this bubbles do not transfer the chime back. Yo, keeps going back to what was working in stock 1 and is working again in stock 3.
Gets the down air
from Maya, but it's not enough.
Gets the down air into Nair, and it's over. Keeb in top 8 by the skin of his teeth.
Yo, I mean, the adaptations were there from Keeb. They were there from Maya. I think Maya's game plan was working. It worked all 3 games from what I was seeing, but I think Rockwall was the mistake. I think Keeb had too much space to just shoot arrows. The side Bs were going unpunished. We weren't seeing enough parries from Maya because, he was constantly mixing up that approach time, the F strong time. She just couldn't do it safely, and that was it.
Yeah, and also that a lot of Keeb's kill confirms, especially off those nairs, definitely came off of the Rockwall choice with the small blast zones. Would not have gotten them otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, and this is one of those things. In my opinion, it's one of the beautiful things about Rivals 2 is that your stage choice really does matter. Now, there's a lot of characters who do well on a lot of stages, but one way or the other, you will have to factor the stage into your game plan. If it's good, if it's not good for you, either way, you have to respect those platforms and that stage size, those blast zones. It's all important. And who's to say that was the deciding factor? But it seemed to me like Rockwall favored Keeb in this particular matchup instance.
Yeah, but who knows what the run back has in store for this? Yo,
I think that like those 2 players are gonna mess each other up for sure. Like you could see, I think Keeb was doing everything he could to keep Maya, keep that arm stiff, keep her at that distance, and it is hard. She wants to smother you, and she knows how to do it. Those callouts with up air in general, I mean, were so sick and not easy to do against a character like Fleet. So yeah, I could see it going either way in the future. We'll see if they end up meeting, as Maya goes on a loser's run. I'd be very, very curious to see that. In fact, we didn't even get to mention this. Previous to this match, Maya 2-0'd Sealder, who also plays Fleet. That happened just, that's a match previous. So Maya was warm for this. I mean, like I said, we saw that game plan was working. It's just Keeb knew what to do and had the space to do it. So yeah, good shout to both players. But Keeb, of course, moving on 2-1 into top 8 on the most stacked of hop-ons in a while, if I may say so. I mean, I'll leave it to you, but whew.
I mean, certainly off the top of my mind since Hop-On 1, which is
Darius actually playing
the stack tournament. Huh?
Darius is playing. It's
yeah.
I think I've seen him register 4 times and not play.
Yeah, one or two of them he DQ'd.
Yeah,
and one of you forgot to.
So we are well into it. I don't know, are we gonna get another match, or is that
nope. We're gonna break off into to top 8 with your new set of commentators, the lovely Kincaid and Locust.
Yes, nice.
So before we break off into top 8, just one quick ad slide for you folks in the crowd. This Saturday is peak pressure. As of right now, there are only 4 slots left to register. It's a cap of 32. There are 28 people registered. possibly 29 if I can get one more person locked down. Register as you can. There's going to be doubles and singles for Rivals, Smash Bros. Ultimate, Smash Bros. Melee. Also at Peak Pressure will be a battle, not battle BC, sorry, a BC regional crew battle between Team Bullets and Team Outcast, the two top players in BC. So check that out on the Rivals BC stream. It's already a stacked bracket. Within the top 8 that I've projected, we got Mystery Soul, Bullets, Outcast, Kasai, Quags, Dolphin Brick, Recupid, or Black Bolt, Psycha, you name it. It's a heavily stacked bracket. So sign up while you can. May 3rd, Saturday at Simon Fraser University on the mountain in Burnaby. Check it out.
Yeah, definitely. That sounds like it's going to be a fun time. I have not been, but I mean, first of all, love the logo. And if you got a good logo, I'm already like, ooh, I trust a good logo. It's easier. You could fool me with less. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that tournament goes well for y'all up in BC. But this one is moving on to its next phase. As for winners, we've got Mystery Soul, Keeb, Darai, and Ganger all moving on, taking a top spot in the top 8. Losers will be, finishing up as we go into break. But man, this has been fun. Thanks for having me, Duo. As always, I love Hop On. I love commentating here. I love seeing the PNW pop off. I mean, if you watch Hop On PNW and you're not from the region, and you're like trying to see what's up, we are showing you what's up. The caliber that we have to offer is high, and Hop On is the place to prove it. So looking forward to seeing how everything shakes out for the rest of Hop On number 14.
All right, folks. We will be back with top 8.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hop On Rivals number 14. We're ready for some top 8 action here. We're going to have some amazing sets. I'm Locus, and I'm here with Kincaid. How you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you today, man?
It's been good. You ready for some top 8 action?
Ready as all ever, man. We got Daria versus Gengar coming up. Claren versus Rano.
Yep. Yeah, big upset earlier in the bracket by Durai there, taking Sofilo to the loser's bracket. It's kind of been the hop-on show for Sofilo for the past while, winning pretty much, I mean, every hop-on Rivals since, I think the last one I was looking back that somebody else took was the last one that Mystery Soul actually entered, and I believe that was hop-on 7. So all the way up to 14 here, Sofilo has been crushing it the last while. So big change there.
Yeah.
But that's going to be in the other side of winter semis. Mystery Soul on the other side of winter semis. We do have Durai here in this set up against Gengar, another perennial strong Claren player here. So I'm excited. Durai obviously must be playing on point if you're going to knock Sofilo to losers. So excited for what we see here.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a really interesting matchup. It's in my head, it's about how can Durai kind of space the back air against Gengar, right? Because Gengar's going to want to swing the sword, kind of space the tippers. Well, Durai, his movement is going to get stuffed out a little bit. He's going to have to rely a little bit on the disjoints that he has, such as back air, but not even going to worry about disjoints. We're just running in with fair.
Absolutely. This Godai Delta, I guess is what it's called. Not a whole lot of room for people to move around to get their bearings, and already see scrapping in between those two platforms. Durai controlling neutral.
Yeah, I mean, and we're seeing a little bit of a kind of a punish game coming out from Durai. Also, a little bit things I like to mention is the crouch canceling that we're seeing. There's a lot of crouch canceling already from Durai, and it's going to be momentous in this matchup.
Absolutely, that CC floor hugging, such a strong defensive tool in this game. Durai going way deep, up being into Gengar to actually get the recover, and the down smash will cover that ledge. Durai taking the first stock after a quick dip to the blast zone.
And I mean, that down smash is actually a little bit more deceptive than you would think. It has quite a bit of disjoints on the tip of the leg, so taking full advantage of that. And oh my gosh, almost taking full advantage of that fair.
Yeah, Durai doing a great job of controlling the pace of the game so far. It's tough to find an opening on Rano when he's up. Gengar with the dash attack tipper into the up strong. Down there, gonna start something off here.
Tipper's it's such a scary mechanic, right? You hit that tipper and you're in the blender. You're just put into it right away. And it's funny when I'm comparing this character to other characters like in Smash or other platform fighters. The best way I can say is it is marked with Electric Wind God Fist. Like, you gotta be prepared. And Durai, I think DI on point right now, but gotta have a little bit more than DI to keep up right now.
The edge cancel from Gengar there was crazy to stay safe.
Looking at almost a little bit of an early edge guard there. That neutral B almost hit.
Okay, some back airs. Gengar trying to get some stuff started, but yeah, Durai being so diligent with the floor hug to crouch cancel.
Yeah, I mean, playing Rano in this matchup, you got to use every tool to your best of your ability, and we can see Durai just using it constantly.
Okay, Bubble's gonna save for a bit, but you have to use that wall jump, get an attack. Gengar with the rinse repeat edge guards here. You don't have many tools left if you're Durai, and yeah, once you are out of them, Bubble's only gonna help you so much. And Gengar with the comeback here has a lead going into this third stock.
But I don't know if this lead will be held on for too long. That'll be it. Even stocks on game 1 here.
Yeah, we love a close game, and both of these players showing what they're capable here, or of here in this first game of top 8. Up throw, get a quick 20%. Not gonna overextend. Just gonna choose to play some safe neutral for a little bit here.
kind of using these needles to kind of poke out on an approach, right? And that's really, I really like seeing that from Durai here. Using it to kind of like pressure just a tad to force some sort of panic option from Gengar. And speaking of panic options, we're put into the corner here, but a quick grab and quick back air going to take him to a safe spot.
Ooh, down tilt. It's going to interrupt that tongue back to stage, and Gengar is controlling this stage. Durai hasn't been able to land. He does make it on the stage for a little bit here, but doesn't get to play much neutral before getting F smashed back off stage.
Doing a little bit of some trickery with the bubble. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not entirely sure what we are doing with it besides attempting to stall. Most Ranos use it as a momentum boost to get back to stage, but we're kind of just using it as a stall. I wonder if they're scared of a stray forward smash or something.
These down tilts at ledge are kind of eating Durai alive, and the neutral B charge just enough that time. Gengar's gonna combo that one. But very close game one. Durai controlling the pace for the early game, and then Gengar just kind of taking over, and those rinse repeat edge guards were just so dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, and it's such a scary stage to be on against Claren, because she's able to do things like the forward smash on platform, or like the up throws onto, and then like Waveland platform up tilt. And you need to just be a little bit more cautious around those simple platforms like that. But we are moving to a little bit different of a stage, much bigger, much different platform layout. I am interested to see what Durai is cooking here.
Yeah, at the very least, this will be nicer to be able to find your footing on stage if you feel like you can't land on a smaller stage. Because, yeah, it did feel like Durai was having troubles landing, kind of having to go off stage earlier. But the start of this game going so well already. Edgeguard opportunity. Not going to find anything.
I want to point out these ledge guard or these edge guard situations that were coming out here. Durai using back air to its fullest extent and trying to go for a needles conversion there. Needles into fair is a very deadly thing in this matchup, but speaking of deadly, we're going to see a bit of an SD there, and not a lot of percent on Durai at the moment.
Yeah, I actually don't know if there was too much that that Gengar could have done, just getting clipped by that weak nair down there, like so close to the blast zone, but yeah, definitely tough there if you're Gengar now going to have to make this back somehow.
And I mean, like I was talking about earlier, I was talking about the needle play there, and we're seeing it a lot now with such a bigger stage where I think we're recognizing maybe that with a projectile like that, we can kind of pressure just a little bit more. But speaking of pressure, a forward smash can pressure Durai straight into the blast zone.
Yeah, such a calm, collected punish there too, knowing the exact spacing on that F smash. Just trying to find an opening here. Doesn't want the second stock to slip away from him, says Gengar.
Man, that Rano back air got to be something, man. I don't know what they were doing when they were programming that, but that was phenomenal to watch.
Durai's movement is so clean too. The wavelands on and off the platforms, just to make sure that he's keeping it tricky. It looks so clean.
It's clean, it's stylish, and it's working. It's great. Ooh, speaking of working, this edge guard. Okay, simple wall jump just back to stage.
Grab, using some of that invulnerability there, saying the ledge is not safe for you to go to. That was a really clean ledge hog there.
Looking a little tight here, no wall jump available. This will be last stock of game 2. If Gengar wins this could be very, what's the word, rewarding? Very rewarding.
Yep. Absolutely. You want to be able to go up 2-0. It's a big thing for momentum, too, to be able to say, hey, you can't even win on your counter pick. So both players really wanting this. Reverse back air into the forward air.
Oh my gosh, we're cooking up something right now. We don't need to be talking about a Gengar win. We need to be talking about the Durai W on the board right now. Okay, because it's looking a little hard right now. But if Claren can do anything, Claren can make this comeback.
Okay, Okay, Durai going for a lot of crouch canceling here, but Gengar's kind of eating all of them alive, punishing the CC attempts. A big opening here. Wow. Very clean conversion. Holy, the up air one into the up scrum. Durai gonna fire back here. Not making it into top 8 winners for nothing here.
Yes. I mean, this is the person that upsets Sofilo, right? Kind of the talk of the tournament right now. It could be a little disastrous right now if you are not being careful around Durai. Durai is certainly on something tonight.
Alrighty. Game 3. Going to... Oh, I'm so bad with the stage names in this game. I call everything by the... Julesville. Okay, I was going to say, I call everything by the Smash equivalent still, so I see this and I'm like, yep, Smashville. I love this stage. But immediately, Durai getting a pretty strong start going. 74, 80% already.
And I mean, we got one thing on the mind right now, and it is, can I get you off stage and kill you? And it's working. It is working, and Gengar is somewhat struggling to adapt to it a little bit, but when you play a character like Clarence, it is so hard to recover at times. And speaking of recovering at times, nothing going to recover from that down smash.
Nope. Good spacing here from Durai. Durai is going kind of wild with these up strongs at 0. It's kind of like a combo starter with Rano. And no jump on the Clarin. You got to go real deep, and Durai recognizing that is going to steal that stock away. This is looking rough for Gengar.
Yeah. And especially on a counter pick like Julesville, this is supposed to be Clarin's bread and butter stage. You're supposed to get so many conversions here. And Durai is just stuffing out any attempt at any sort of conversion. And it's looking difficult. Reverse hit, I'll get up attack. Going to send him straight off stage. Love to see it.
Yeah, no double jump, no air dodge. Only so many tools you have left. There's that up strong, using it as almost a tech chase option there, keeping the pressure on.
Yes, and speaking of like this up strong, right? It is important to note that Rano has one of the best Dakuses in the game, and putting it on full display right now. Ooh! Oh my god!
That's a tough one to be ready to DI. You're holding away because you get hit by the down tilt, and you see the frog running at you, but yeah, you hold away, and that down smash is going to kill you pretty dang early as well. So Durai taking games 2 and 3 here, I believe.
Yes, and now we're switching it up completely. We are moving to a much smaller stage, still sort of that flat style with just that platform that can come in every now and then.
And this is what felt so good for Gengar was when he could keep Durai off the ground, you know, not allow him to get comfortable at all in neutral. Just kind of keep him off stage for as long as he can. So I'm excited to see whether this pans out for Gengar here.
Yeah, it's already starting to look way better than all the other matches. Before it was strictly off stage and Gengar was just struggling to recover, and now we're seeing a completely different turn of events here with Durai being the one that was struggling just a tad to recover there. There we go, we're gonna see a little...
Yeah, just a few hits getting started here. Not a whole lot of big combos for either player.
Both of them seem to be using it feels, especially with Durai, maybe using the C-Stick DI that's been popular as of right. And it's because we're seeing a little bit of like DI down, but also SDI up lines. And so it is interesting. I wonder if that is throwing Gengar off just a tad when it comes to these combo routes.
Yeah, SDI and DI is so important. When people are this good at their combos, you need everything it can get out of them. Back throw forward air nair, not killed quite yet for Gengar.
Nope. But all Gengar has to do now, maybe slow it down just a little bit, get these ledge traps right. You don't really need to do anything too insanely risky. And speaking of non-risk, throwing out that F smash, humongous, we're gonna take it.
That up strong actually covers so much space. I haven't seen it used like that much, but Durai making me a believer. Ooh, empty land onto the platform. Durai putting the pressure on here. Doesn't want to let this one go.
Yeah, no, we're seeing the tech chases. The forward air not going to take it just yet, but on this stage, that is an insanely scary move. Gonna look at a little bit of a ledge trap here. Oh, an up tilt gonna break free, and we're looking at another fair, ladies and gentlemen. The Rano special.
Yeah, that was such a calm and collected wait for the second forwarder as well. Knew that there weren't a whole lot of good options for Claren, but at an awkward percent here, Claren only needs a couple more openings, and you are in a bad spot, Rano. Maybe just one. You're off stage. What do you do?
Oh, well, you do get that tongue a little bit, and that will get you back to stage. Quite a mishap there, and this could get really scary. One down throw from Rano could lead to a tech chase, but Gengar got something to say about this, demanding a game 5.
Oh man,
that will take it.
It's the same neutral B from that down tilt to neutral B. Like, I see Gengar kill with it so often. He's so good at controlling the charge and the spacing on that neutral B. Gonna bring us to a game 5.
Yeah, and I mean, phenomenal gameplay there. What we saw a lot was kind of a twist of events. Is Gengar just back airing the recoveries constantly, and now we're switching up to a much bigger stage with a much odder recovery route that will have to be taken from both of these players. Both of these characters not exactly having the greatest recovery. So I am interested to see how this will turn out, because we're going to have to see a lot of updates rather than their sideways.
And already, I was about to say this is looking so good for Durai, but the okay, we take those. A little
homie stock.
A little
All
homie
right,
stock
okay.
in top 8 in game 5. That's brave if you're
I
Gengar.
would
Especially that first stock wasn't going that well either. Like, Durai was really controlling it, but Gengar saying that's not how I want to win. I can do it without, and making it look convincing right now.
Well, we'll see, because this is we're already off to a rough start here. We are in the classic Rano edge guarding situation here. Just gonna get juggled a little bit by these up airs.
Okay, couple tippers in a row. You're off stage, back air. Ooh, goes for the spike and gets pineappled.
Oh.
And does Durai homie stock back? Nope, you're holding the ledge. That is a, I mean, I don't want to say it was quite an SD because the Hedgehog was there, but a little bit of a forced error maybe there, and Gengar gonna even it up here in game 5.
Yeah. And then here we are, game 5, last stock, completely even. I mean, both of these players have shown so much potential to just snap stocks straight away, but I think both of them are looking to put up a little bit more of a fight.
Okay, tipper on the forward air. Both players shielding, neither of them wanting to give up an opening here. Durai getting out of the corner. Has some space to work with now.
We're seeing a lot more falling needles from Durai here, and I am interested to see if one of those hit, if it will lead into something crazy. But speaking of something crazy, up smash off the ledge, going to put into a ledge trap situation here. Nothing going to come of it just yet.
Up tilt,
Oh.
fair, up tilt, fair,
Put
up
the
tilt,
blender.
fair. No.
Oh, not going to
Weak
take it.
back here, down smash. Good conversion.
Not going to take it just yet, but such a mountain to climb as Gengar. You can take these stocks, but Durai is just going to play a little bit out of your range here, but not far enough. Back here, not doing a tipper. Tipper back here, just sending straight up. You are going to have to land something a little bit more stronger. Falling there, not going to take it just yet.
Oh, lands on the platform. Bubble will save, but both players on their winner's bracket stock right now, and Gengar is going to take it in game 5 and move forward. What an incredibly clutch last game there from Gengar, even with the homie stock. Saying you can have that free stock. Like, I don't mind.
Yeah, and I mean, just back air after back air after back air, it was phenomenal. I mean, we saw so many adaptations coming through, and I mean, Gengar just pulling it out, especially after such a scary game 3, is
Yeah.
just great to see.
Yeah, I'm always curious about those no wall stages too, whether it's, because sometimes I'll leave them open and I'm like, I don't really want to go there. But like, I don't think my opponent's gonna want to go there either.
Yeah.
So I'm curious with that stage whether maybe both of them don't really like it a whole lot. It was funny to see the no wall stage and both players having an SD because of the
Yeah.
the walls. But I guess
Yeah,
that's
it
what
is
the bans are for.
It is an interesting stage because it takes away, it nerfs just so many characters. It's one of those stages where it's like, yeah, if you go here and you play like certain characters, it's kind of it.
Yep.
In my opinion, Claren being kind of one of those characters, but I mean, even if we are one of those characters, just Gengar putting up a massive wall of back airs and a massive wall of W's.
Yep. So clutch there in that Game 5 situation as well. But we do have a pretty fun winner semis here between Kib and Mystery Soul. Mystery Soul winning the last hop-on event that he entered, which I believe was number 7, so 7 whole weeks ago, a couple months back, but back for a vengeance. He's going to look to take this bracket as well, but has a road in front of him.
Yeah, and I mean, I will like Mystery Soul, one of my favorite fleets, and I'm really excited to see how they play. But him having some sort of a message to say here, beating Maya to get here, and just looking for something here, but you gotta get through Mystery Soul to get that something.
Down smash. Gonna cover that tech option here. Ooh, the down throw into the pivot cancel forward tilt, it looked like. Very, very clean there.
Yeah, and this is already looking a little rough for Kib. We're seeing a bit more of a off-stage presence from Mystery Soul. I feel like Mystery Soul is... Oh! Okay. Whew. Thought I was about to speak it into existence, but I feel like Kib needs to just kind of get a little bit more comfortable going off stage after Mystery Soul, rather than focusing so much on the ledge trap. But maybe I don't know what I'm talking about, because there we go with a straight ledge trap down smash.
Yeah, dittos are always so interesting. You know your opponent knows the extent of your tools as well, so sometimes it's hard to overextend or go out there when you know you're both the same character. Mystery Soul just about on that edge guard though. Just not making that count. He's having troubles landing though.
One thing that I think Mystery Soul is just so much has a little bit more unique in terms of gameplay is the presence of special get up from ledge. Not very many fleets use that move, but I feel like Mystery Soul is the one that's kind of pioneering the movement of that move and using it to get combos, using it to get kill confirms, and it's really strong when Mystery Soul uses it. And speaking of using it, there we go, Kai using it straight away.
Yep, it's a good option there. Sometimes you let the arrow come out and it's too late by the time you see it coming down, and Mystery Soul does get some good pressure off of that. Because I'm talking about good pressure though. Some aerials going out, good shield. Down air, up strong. Pressure is just on here. How do you get back to the ground?
Really, I like the active ability of forward smash coming out from Mystery Soul, right? We're seeing a lot of forward smashes to try and just call out the movement. But speaking of calling out movement, we're going to call in a drift in with an air to seal out game.
Yeah, it's kind of how the kills felt that game for Mystery Soul, at least. Were just, solid, strong neutral hits like the F tilt, the nair, that maybe Kib wasn't ready for DI on. You're kind of catching someone out of their movement as well, so sometimes it's hard to be ready to DI those moves properly. So we'll have to see whether Kib can adjust that movement a little bit to avoid some of those hitboxes.
And this really interesting stage pick here. I do wonder what the thought process, right, is for the Ditto. Because when you play a Ditto, you can either go for, hey, I have my strengths, I'm going to focus on my strengths. Or you can go for, let's go for the most even stage, and just go from there. Starting with Forest is a bit of an odd pick. I don't necessarily see that being great for Fleet, but I also do see that being kind of like a Mystery Soul pick. I feel like Mystery Soul would feel very confident on that stage. Speaking of confidence right now, we are just holding Kid back. And speaking of holding back, Reverse Bear are going to send him back to the Black Zone.
Alright, so scrapping back and forth. Soul, some pressure. Wow, the parry on that arrow from Kib, knowing just how long that's going to last. Couple up strongs. A third up strong. Can we get 4? How do we punish this landing? There. Wow.
Yeah, and I just, it's so interesting to see both of their combo games, right? Because they're hitting their bread and butters just the same, but we're seeing things like this where Mystery Soul is willing to kind of extend really, really far, whereas Kid is kind of going for like these 1 or 2, 3 hits, and I mean, Mystery Soul's combo game is just paying off dividends.
Yeah, you always want to make sure you're getting as much as you can out of those openings, and the whiff punish with that back air. It was so clean there from Mystery Soul, knowing the exact range of Fleet's fuels. Till Dantier gets something started.
It's so interesting that I believe, like, in my opinion, I think that was more of a call, like, that was a call out for drifting out, because what we see from Kib a lot is he use that float to drift in, but then immediately drift out to kind of punish some sort of overextension. And I feel like Mystery Soul just put in a real quick stop to that at ledge. I think we're seeing adaptations kind of bounce back and forth, where Kib is kind of struggling to adapt, and Mystery Soul's just adapting just a tad bit faster.
Some of these callouts have been super strong too from Mystery Soul. Got a long road to make up if you're good. The movement, oh my goodness, into the cancel, into the up strong. That was some stuff I've straight up never seen from Fleet, and that's the kind of stuff I see pretty much every time I watch Mystery Soul play. I see something new about that character.
Yeah, and I mean, Mystery Soul just showing that even though this character's like, air quotation marks, a zoner, this character very much has the movement, has the combo game, and I mean, Kib's no stranger to the combo game either. We're seeing brand new light, and this, oh my gosh! Down throw into reverse hit Bear, going to take that stock, just Kib clapping back real quick.
That's funny that we're getting kind of the same stage as game 1, but it's immediately looking so much better for Kib after just that one interaction. Gonna love that start for the comeback potential. Mystery Soul controlling the space on the ground though so well.
Yeah, and I mean, this does answer the question of who picked this stage. Seems like a Kib stage pick. Seems like Kib likes it for one way or another. But I can't say Mystery Soul doesn't like it when that FTL comes out.
A little bit of scrapping going on mid-stage. Even after that big swinging opening for Kib, Mystery Soul kind of clawing things back here. Feels really good to get a kill that early. Now if you're looking at your percents and the stock totals, you might be feeling a little bit bad.
Yeah, but I mean, we're seeing Kib hold on to this just a little bit, but not much longer. Okay, barely living. Could get a combo started here. Ooh, forward smash call out. Gonna come out strong. Nair going to take it. Kib up a whole stock, but Mystery Soul could snap it straight from the clutches.
Angle on the DI on the forward air was so close to actually just taking it outright, but Mystery Soul completing that edge guard, converting into a kill. Ooh, a lot of Fleet noises. They're both throwing out aerials here. Kib, good combo.
We're seeing Kib shine a whole new fire, just trying so hard to clutch this out, and will almost get that confirmed, but reverse hit bear gonna send him into an offstage position, looking for some sort of conversions here as we reset neutral.
Okay, real tense here. Kib looking for that anti-air. Is doing a lot of crouch cancel into down B to actually get out of some of these pressure situations, and it's looking really good from Kib.
Yeah, and I mean, you got to make this comeback now. You are in such a scary position if you're Kib right now, but you have to be able to close this one out. The back air not closing. Back air closing it out. Mystery Soul putting an exclamation point on the stock, saying, "Hey, you may be able to keep up, but I'm putting this to a stop."
Yeah, and looking pretty dominant there in that winner's semifinal, saying, "Hey, this is why I enter most of the hop-on, this is why I win most of the hop-on events that I enter," and really showing why Mystery Soul is one of, if not the best fleet out there.
Yeah, I mean, fantastic gameplay. Mystery Soul will move on for winners finals against, was it Gengar?
Yep.
Gengar. So we'll have Fleet versus Clarin. That's going to be an interesting matchup. I actually believe they played at Battle of BC, if I'm correct.
Yep.
And that did go in the favor of Mystery Soul, and so this will be an interesting run back. This time on winner side.
I think we should be getting the losers quarter as well that is happening as a result of this set. So Philo making that losers run is waiting in losers quarters, and I believe will now be fighting Kib. So a tough set of matches if you're Kib. You're playing Mystery Soul, which is already pretty tough, and then as your reward after that set, you get Sophilo in losers. So definitely a little bit tough, but we'll see whether Kib can make something happen against Sophilo in losers.
This is funny enough. I'm not fully 100% sure, but this is like a grand finals of, I believe, Hop on 10. I'm not 100% sure, but they have played this before, and this was literally a grand finals match. But instead of grand finals, these two are playing off for 5th.
Yep, both of these competitors hungry to make it further in this competition. You never want to let your bracket luck go. So Philo, this is what the losers bracket's all about, though. You have that second chance for a reason. We play a pretty unpredictable game, and the fact that you have that second chance, Sophilo showing exactly what you can do with that second chance, making this run through the bracket.
Yeah, and I mean, Sophilo, no stranger to a little bit of pressure, right? I mean, they've lost before, but this is a whole new light, especially if Hop on. But playing as if it never happened. Playing phenomenal right now. We're seeing fair after fair after fair. We're seeing a combo game. It's nothing strange to this fantastic Zedibird.
Absolutely. Representing that very early as well, making sure that you can't throw out any of those projectiles all willy-nilly, or you're just going to be giving that Zedder some invulnerability frames, but you can't land right now.
Yeah, and I mean, this matchup has to be just a tad difficult for Zedibird, right? You're getting stuffed out just a tad, and it can be easy to keep up, but it gets easy to get stuffed out. But Perry's coming off the chain. This down tilt back air, not going to seal it out just yet, but looking a little close.
Yeah, both players hanging on around those kill percents. Weak up air is actually going to take it from Sophilo. The moves that I see the most out of her, that she gets such good conversions and apparently kills with that weak up air.
Yeah, I mean, Zedibird just a fast character, and Sophilo is able to put that on full display. She is just going crazy right now.
Off stage in a little bit of a rough situation, breaks her way through, but Kib will end up taking that first stock in that tilt.
And we're seeing a lot of up tilts come out from Kib here to call out these landing options from Sophilo, but Safilo's able to just space around it perfectly. And speaking of spacing around things perfectly, that fair spaced amazingly will kill.
Yeah, it's a hard one to avoid. It does a lot of freaking damage too. It's a really, really strong move. Sofilo making the best of it. Aggressive recovery here. Kib not able to stay in advantage state for too long here. Has an opportunity there.
Ooh, look, get a little creative with the recovery there. I love to see it.
Yeah, that angle was so smart, waiting for Kib to release the ledge. Defense and the offense just so strong for Sofilo.
And Kib also just showing up amazing edge guarding capabilities here. Oh, getting a little scary. Okay, a landing up air going to set him straight up, missing the forward smash, but we're going to see an edge guard come out very clean from Kib. But this is not a good percent to be at against Zetterburn. Fair not taking it just yet. Probably about 20% off.
It's pretty close. It's scary near the edge of the stage too. You don't want to DI that throw in case it's down throw. Forward air into forward air. Yep, that will take it for Sofilo. Clean kill conversion there. It's going to take game.
Yeah, and Sofilo has a whole new fire just building. It's insane because normally we see Sofilo kind of coast, right? Like there's moments of brilliance-ness, but most of the time we're in winners, we're in grands, we're not really like we're trying, we're not rolling over for the opponent, but we're not trying to absolutely dominate. But I feel like Sofilo's just playing so much faster and playing so much more aggressive than normal, and it's hard to keep up with Kib.
Yeah, I'm seeing some of the keys to success out of Kib for sure. You're getting some of those parries on some projectiles to try and slow down the Zetter a little. You're getting some conversions off stage, but there's so many times when Zetter's off stage, and I feel like Kib isn't able to do too much, and that's, I mean, half credit to Sofilo's great movement in the recoveries off stage, but it's really a place where you've got to be able to punish Zetter a little bit harder, and Sofilo keeping that pressure on here. Real scary in game number 2 here.
Yeah, we're looking at a whole new Kib trying out so many different options here, especially with the special get up. I think to call out the misspacing on up B from Sofilo, but nothing pulling out, nothing working just yet. Ooh, speaking of not working, this recovery getting a little stuffed out right now.
Okay, now it's Sofilo off stage. The special get-up is going to cover that get-up option, but will it lead to a kill? Down air. Oh, right back on stage. We've got the F strong, but it's not even a kill yet, and the back air beating out that dive from the Zetterburn.
Yeah, I mean, Kib just adapting so fast to how Sofilo likes to recover. And speaking of fast, we're quickly gonna look at a death. I think this is it. Even if you, yeah, Kib. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like with Fleet, you hold in because you don't want to die off the side, and then she just has more and more nairs for you. And I feel like that's what happened to Sofilo there. It was just nair after nair after nair, but great conversion there from Kib. Sofilo, though, firing back this combo.
Yeah, just, I mean, Sofilo trying to make this stock be quick work, and Kib tried so hard to recover back here and get some sort of neutral win, but a crouch cancel not going to allow that. And a parry! Oh, we're looking a little tight right now. Sofilo has to put an exclamation part on the end of the stock.
I like that a lot from Kib saying, hey, you can't do aerial into shine on my shield. I'm not going to let you do it. And no jump off stage now. Yep, is just going to hold the ledge. Kib firing back in game 2. That is a great game to help turn some of the momentum around.
Yeah, Kib absolutely not done yet. They got something to show. They got something to prove real quick. They made it to that grand finals with that one hop on for a reason, and they're willing to prove that they can make a run just like that again.
All right, and we're back to the forest, and we saw Kib enjoying this stage in the last set. I feel like it's got to be scarier against a Zetter that controls space this well, but we'll see how it goes. Early conversion here for Kib.
Yeah, I mean, this is... Ooh! Okay, I almost jumped out of my seat. I mean, this is an interesting stage pick, right? Because it is kind of weird for Fleet, but at the same time, you get the ability to just combo off the edge of the stage, hit a few nairs, and cleanly take a stock. But you also have Zetterburn Fair, so it is kind of odd. Maybe looking for more of an even stage for the game 3, right? It's 1-1. Maybe they think the stage is a bit even, but I don't know if it's even, because right now we're looking a stock down with only 37% on Safilo right now.
I feel like I haven't seen Kib on the ground except for when he's had the legend or the spawn invulnerability rather. Otherwise, it has been off stage. It has been in the air. Sofilo controlling that grounded space so well, not giving Kib any room to breathe.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a few things you can try and like. Oh my. Okay. Whew. That tall blast zone ceiling gonna come in quite clutch there, because that's a very scary move. If you don't know, fire does do 1.5 times the knockback. And it used to be double, but whew, we got that patched.
Air into the down air, into the forward throw, empowered by that fire. And this game 3, I don't know. If Kib had some momentum moving into this game 3, it's gone now. Yeah.
I will say, right side, we do have DSR. This stage will not be picked by Sofilo if you win game 4, right? Because I mean, I do not believe you can make this comeback, but I've been proven wrong before, so.
Yep, it's always possible. That's one thing I love about platform fighters. All you gotta do is get your opponent to the blast zone a couple of times. All of these players in this top 8 are pretty dang good at that.
Especially Safilo, able to use Zetterburn's. Oh my gosh, and even with the tall blast zones, nothing's going to stop you from dying from Shine up smash. Safilo taking it 2-1 as we head into game 4 of Hop On, number 12, loser quarterfinals.
Yep, we'll have to see where we're getting. We're just going to Jules Vale here. So, pretty balanced game. I like this as kind of a middle ground for Kib. It does seem like he likes having less space for some of these matchups, but I don't know. I feel like you really need to get away from this lion. This lion is rabid.
Oh my gosh. She's looking for blood right now. And Kib's full of blood, I guess, because we're marching on. Hasn't even landed a hit yet. Okay, whew, there we go. We're going to see a few up airs come in, but Safilo looking to put a mark on the end of this stock.
Feels like even when Kib's able to get to the ground for a second, it feels like he's got to back up to stay safe, get out of the range of the Zetter. Sofilo, he's going to take that one with a forward throw. It's starting to look pretty dominant.
I mean, it's going to be kind of a hard comeback here. I mean, Safilo's just rampaging all over Kib right now. Kind of making it look easy almost. Not like, obviously it's not, but Safilo is just trying to move, trying to go, and Kib is just having a hard time putting a stop to it.
Right, off stage here. You do have an opening, the back air, rinse, repeat. Okay, great edge guard there from Kib, making sure to stem the bleeding.
Yeah, I mean, Kib definitely not wanting to go down too quick and has a little bit of gas left in the fuel, but we're looking a little tight right now. one up smash is all it takes. Oh, but one dare is also all it takes.
Wow.
Oh.
The recovery there from Sofilo was in a pretty rough spot after that down air. Kid at 151%. Yep, you're not going to live that Zedder fair.
Yeah, I mean, Zedder Fair just so good at killing. It's a staple of the character at this point. Speaking of staples of characters, we do have the edge guarding. Oh, not gonna go for any sort of thing to punish the up B. Seems like we might be just getting a little scared right now from Kim, but rightfully so. But scared or not, we are gonna take this to last stock. Kim needing to just secure this one more stock, but Sofilo, she's gonna have a little bit to say.
Okay, fire off of the up B here. Never feel comfortable in these last stock scenarios in Rivals. Goes for the F smash. Does really want to take that stock. This combo from Kid. A couple of back airs. Forward air, nair. Sofilo in an awful spot off stage.
Oh my gosh, Kid putting on a masterclass right now. You gotta be so careful with this Sofilo. Oh, getting back to stage, but that's not all. You have to secure the stock. Kip looking to close this out. Nair off stage, not going to take it just yet, but the Ledge Hog will do it. We are heading to a game 5.
I mean, Kip finding those edge guards exactly when he needed them, knowing when to go off stage. And I kind of mentioned it earlier on in the set. We didn't really see a ton of that out of Kib, or at least not successful edge guards. So going out there, calling out those recovery habits and getting a couple stocks on the board is big in that game 4.
Yeah, and I mean, I felt like as soon as we were on our last stock as Kib, we turned up the heat a little bit, kind of put a lot more pressure on the recovery route, kind of recognizing if you want to make something happen, you have to make it happen now. And I mean, made it happen right away. This may be Sofilo. This may be the person that has won, oh my gosh, probably over 10, maybe 10 of these tournaments. Like, it's insane. And Kib knowing that he has it in him to close out. And as we move into a game 5 on Ho Dojo.
Yeah, sometimes all that needs to happen for you to believe that a god is killable is for someone else to make them bleed. And Kib definitely, you know, saying, this is possible, I can make this happen. There have been a couple of rough games, but I'm damn good too.
Yeah, and it's getting a little scary. This is an interesting stage pick. I don't exactly know what Fleet could get off of these platforms, right? But maybe not concerned with the platforms, but maybe concerned with the blast zone sizes. But blast zone sizes do not matter to Zedder when he has fire on you. When you're burning up, he's looking for that kill.
Yeah, scary spot if you're Kib as well. How do you get down? You don't have a jump. No, already getting lapped in percent here, Kib. The movement and the combos on the stage for Sofilo are looking pretty scary.
Yeah, I mean, it is willing to note that during that game 4, we were looking at such a huge deficit for Kib to climb back, but Kib, no stranger to making comebacks as he takes Sofilo's first stock with a very clean conversion.
He's scrapping well in this second stock as well. Okay,
Oh my gosh.
A little bit of an opening off the pop, but not much.
The combo game just going crazy right now. Kib looking for some sort of conversions and just Sofilo kind of struggling, but what will not struggle is Shine Up Smash, a staple of Sofilo's gameplay as she takes the second stock. And looking pretty well doing it right now, because that percent is not too crazy, but Kib willing to close it out.
Okay, but how do you get this second stock if you're Kib? Have Sofilo at the line. Parry into the F strong. Arrow empowerment, and the back air is going to even things up here. Yeah, both players on their tournament stock. This is real hectic, Jake.
Yeah, I mean, we are looking. This is quite crazy. I mean, we have Sofilo, who has barely. I don't even know if they've ever missed a grand final with Top On. Here, possibly able to get eliminated for 5th from Kai. And Kai just trying to get some sort of combo starter started. And Sofilo just playing just out of the range, using a lot more of the projectiles to try and pressure Kib into a mistake. But Kib not willing to make the mistake just yet.
Okay, a lot of scrapping. Both players at some scary percents. Weak up air, a couple of shines. Oh goodness, the conversion not into the strong fair. Only gets weak fair.
Oh.
Yeah, the shine will take it there for Sofilo, clutching it out in that game 5.
Yeah, I fully believe that I either the down B or the side B was a misinput. That was such an odd place to do both of those options and just barely not able to make the recovery out. Such a sad way to see it go if you're Kib. But if you're Sofilo and you're a Sofilo fan, you're quite excited right now because the GOAT will not fall at 5th.
Yeah, we have our top 4 set out, which is super exciting. We do have Mystery Soul and Gengar, the perennial Washington matchup between the two of them. And then we have the run back between Sofilo and Durai for loser semis. So we have a stacked top 4. We've had a stacked top 8. If you want to help support these players and, you know, help support us as well, the Matcherino is a great way to do that. We've got some free codes. Make sure to type !Matcherino in the chat to get the link to that. Help show the support for some of these players because they work dang hard on their craft and we get the pleasure of watching it every week. So make sure to check out that Matcherino.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, these players come out every single week and just put on, they entertain. I mean, I'm entertained, and I sure hope you are too, Locust, because this is just insane.
Yeah, no, it's been a banger, and I'm sure that the bangers aren't going to stop anytime soon. I'm excited to see the run back. It's always interesting to see a run back between players. I didn't actually get to check out that first set between Durai and Sofilo, so I'm excited to see what kind of tech Durai has in that matchup in the Frog versus the Lion. But we're going to get winners finals first here between Mystery Soul and Gengar.
Yeah, and so very interesting matchup that we have ahead of us. Mystery Soul, probably the best fleet right now. I believe so. Gengar, definitely one of the top Clarence, and it is interesting to note that a lot of fleets believe this is their worst matchup, especially once a Claren puts up their field with their down B, but you still gotta get that hit, right? And Mystery Soul, no stranger to using Fleet's insane combo game and float combos to kind of just avoid using projectiles, but I mean, still could be a mountain to climb.
And if anybody's going to be able to climb that mountain, it's going to be Mystery Soul, one of the best fleets out there to do it. And that edge guard looked lethal against Gengar.
Yeah, I mean, Mystery Soul, I don't remember their set at Battle of BC being close. I'm quite concerned. I wonder, though, what Gengar has cooking, because you're going to have to need something in order to beat Mystery Soul here.
Yeah, especially after that first stock went so well for Mystery Soul. The Gengar special there, that down tilt that led you into the neutral B. Not killing quite yet, but that Nair tipper pretty close.
Neutral B not taking it just yet, but missing the spacing there. Ooh, parry gonna come out. Okay, double parry. Gonna kind of reset there. Gengar just looking for some sort of hit, but Mystery Soul just holding on to it so strong.
Yeah, Yeah, back air is going to do it off the top. I can see why Fleets would have a little bit of trouble with this matchup. That sword can be such a big wall to get through, especially at those higher percents when they're just putting out the back air. It can be hard to find a way through.
I mean, especially for people, and for people who don't know, in Rivals of Aether, projectiles do not have priority when hit with a move. So, able to swing that sword without any projectiles interrupting, but what's able to interrupt what the projectiles are able to interrupt quite easily is that recovery, and we're seeing a bit of a tech chase situation here with the grabs.
Ooh, I like that little fade back to ledge there from Gengar, making sure that he's staying safe. Might not be safe off stage though. The falling up air into back air.
Oh.
Back air, reverse bear into correctly faced bear. Very clean game one for Mystery Soul.
Yeah, Mystery Soul putting on a show in that game one. I mean, Mystery Soul and Kaib too. Like, one of the few Fleet players that make me somewhat interested in this character and not seeing it as just some sort of wacky zone, right? And because this aggression that we're able to see from Fleet almost make it like a sword character at times.
Yeah, and both Mystery Soul and Kib are so good at understanding too when their advantage state actually ends and looking for those resets. Soul finding one there, finding that grab on the platform and turning it into such an early kill. Already seeing it here in game 2.
I mean, definitely DI coming into a factor there. I feel like Gengar was definitely trying to drift out, but he was just a little too slow and got caught with the nair or back air.
Yeah, it's so tough playing against Fleet too because she is so good at that type of thing. If you DI in, she just gets to continue her combo, so you want to hold out at specific points, but so often if you hold out, you get clipped by the wrong thing, you just end up in the blast zone. That is Gengar's second stock gone already.
Gengar taking a deep breath. I had to take a deep breath there too, Lucas. Like this character this player is just going crazy right now. And there we go, a down B coming out that is going to limit Mystery Soul's options, especially that special get up that he likes to do so much, and that attack get up just a little bit laggy. Going to be a quick punish there from Gengar, but nothing that's going to steal out the stock just yet.
I'm looking for some more back airs from Gengar. I feel like that was what we saw kill with in that first game. I'd love to see a little bit more of that getting thrown out. We're looking for down airs.
Yeah, I mean,
and the back air will take that stock. There it is.
Yeah, one of the best landing aerials that Clarence has, able to combo, able to secure stocks, and speaking of securing stocks, this is looking a little scary right now. Mystery Soul on the hunt for this last stock to end game 2.
Down air, up air, down air. We're pillaring. That ain't Falco. We go forward air.
We may not be a Falco, but we're comboing like one. And gosh, Gengar got something to say about it. Dare coming out. Jab, down tilt. Neutral B. Oh, the side B not connecting, but that side B for sure would have taken the stock.
It's crazy that after such a great combo, Gengar still over a lap behind.
Yeah,
oh,
I
the
mean,
special get up coming down.
It's looking a real scary if you're Gengar. It's kind of like not go next game, but it's feeling a little down, and oh my gosh, the up B. Forward smash.
Yeah, you don't have tools to dodge it. Mystery Soul with the timing on that one. Pretty convincing 2-0 so far.
It almost feels as though certain times, especially while recovering, that Gengar is maybe looking at himself more than Mystery Soul, because I feel like so often we see Mystery Soul kind of call out landing options with forward smash and just standing there and charging them when, I mean, you may not have your air dodge, but you do really still have that down B, and that is such a great option in this matchup that I feel like, I mean, we've only seen it once.
Yep, no, that sounds about right. That's a good point here. I can't imagine that Mystery Soul makes it too easy to find those parries. You can see sometimes just angling that arrow up. Maybe to even try and beat that parry out once in a while, or that projectile counter out. This is looking a lot better for Gengar already, though. Just kind of playing this patient spacing game, holding the space under those platforms, clean moonwalk to ledge.
We are seeing a lot more aggressive movement from Gengar right now. A lot more wave dashes, a lot more moonwalks, just trying to kind of pressure Mr. Soul into making the first move. Right, you're on your possibly last game of winners finals, and Gengar just wants to close it out, but Mystery Soul not going down.
Okay, early percent combo here for Mystery Soul. Wow, gets the re-grab off of that anyways. Real deep. Okay, Gengar's gonna make it back. No tipper on the back air. How are you gonna find this stock on Mystery? No tipper on the edge smash. Also, actually, that one looked like it maybe even should have tippered. I don't say that too often about Claren. Usually it's the other way around.
I mean, it's what a tipper can do, right? A tipper could change, could set up kills, it could set up so many things, and Gengar just struggling, I feel, to hit the tipper right now. Maybe Mystery Soul just, oh, well, we ain't struggling to hit that tipper, right? Back air tipper, going to close it out. Equal stocks, but not equal percent.
Yeah, that's real tough if you don't hit the tech there against the wall. You got a side B to recover, but that wall is not going to be your friend in Mystery Soul. Looking to take this third stock in convincing fashion. The punish game is so scary. Knows Gengar doesn't have a jump off stage here.
As Claren, this has to be so horrifying, right? You are struggling so hard to get up against this character who's able to just float in the sky like a bird looming over you, ready to peck at you and take you down, but Gengar not get ready to get put down just yet.
Yeah, and this movement around these platforms, like I can hardly follow it. There's baits, there's commitments. It's so hard to tell what's actually a commitment and what is going to be ledge canceled, what's going to be special canceled. Mystery Soul, the movement here in Game 3.
Yeah, I mean,
no jump.
This is as we just keep going, right? It gets harder and harder for Gengar to kind of hit the one move that they need to just start the combo. Well, as I feel like Mystery Soul is just getting combos left and right, and I mean combos that are taking you from left to right too. But it's getting a little dire.
Gets the grab, trying to make it back. Nair to the other side of the stage. No double jump, and yeah, the Nair off the wall there. Just clinical edge guards from Mystery Soul. That's about as theoretical as it gets. That's where Claren's the most vulnerable, is when she has to wall jump there against the wall with the side B, and that's sometimes all you need is just a quick little Nair bouncer off the side of the stage. It's pretty dang clean.
They'll definitely do it. I mean, Fleet able to just, we've seen it so many times from both of the fleets that we've seen in top 8. They're able to just kind of push the offstage game just a little bit further each and every time with these nairs, with these back airs, and just being a little too much for Gengar. But Gengar may be down, but Gengar is not out as they head down to fight for third against the winner of this next match, which is Darai versus Safilo, a run back from pools, which, Darai took it, possibly being the first person to ever beat Safilo in pools. This is, I'm not positive, but this could be a very interesting match, especially with how we've seen Darai was playing against Gengar, right? We saw so many edge guards, which, Zetterburn is susceptible to getting edge guarded, and just the combo game from Darai was on point, but we also saw a fire being lit in Safilo against Kaib, and just the speed and the ferocious attacks just coming out left, right, and center from Safilo. I'm interested to see how she will adapt to Darai's game plan.
Yeah. I feel like there's two schools of thought when you're playing against Sofilo. You either have to play at her speed, which is hard because it's Sofilo and she's incredibly fast, or you have to find a way to slow her down and make her play your pace. And I'm curious which way Durai's gonna choose to handle this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, and then it's gonna be. I'm really interested to see what stage they go, right? Because you could either go to a stage that benefits both of you, or you go towards a more neutral stage, right? And right here, I believe, in my opinion, this may be a more neutral stage, right? We had this or Forest. Forest would have allowed both of them to kill significantly early. I will say this stage is going to allow Durai to get a little bit more chain grabs if he feels so. But, I mean, Sofilo don't care about no chain grabs. You are getting shined and you are getting fared.
Yep, already so much damage being done by Sofilo. Couple openings for Durai going his way. This is where the big amount of already. Oh my goodness, that early edge guard. Sofilo didn't look like she was ready to take that fair when she did, and Durai having that killer instinct to take these stocks off stage.
Yeah, and I mean that's what we've been talking about, right? We see the recovery getting snuffed out by Rano. Rano's edge guarding capability is just so good. But what else is just so good is that shine up smash, man. We've seen it so many times. It's bread and butter. Like, we are just letting it rip, and it is working.
These combos from both of these players, I feel like when either of them are taking a hit right now, you're watching a little bit of a cutscene. The turnaround back air. Double back air down there. There's nothing you can do about that if you're Sofilo. You're down there and you take that weak back air. You are just going to die for it.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a whole new way of looking at the matchup that we're seeing from Durai, right? We're seeing a lot more offstage gameplay. We're seeing a lot more, like, the punish game isn't necessarily what we're seeing a lot. We're just seeing so many early kills from the offstage interactions.
Dash attack. Oh, into the shine. Pressure here coming out from Sofilo. Down air, back air, almost gets the forward air. Not going to be able to confirm off stage here. Bubble saving Durai.
Yeah, and I think that bubble will be a massive savior for Durai in this matchup, right? Because, I mean, Sofilo is looking to just kill you at certain these percents. And speaking of kill, you are done. Your DI is not going to hit that bubble. That shield break will be the end of you. And here we are, last stock of game one. Whoever wins this could get quite the swing here.
Yeah, I feel like I could see Durai in my mind's eye there trying to DI into the bubble off that shield break. This combo from Sofilo though here. Setting up the bubble, doesn't want to die right now. A little bit of that self-assurance barrier set up.
Yeah, and you as Durai right now, you are one falling shine away from death. But speaking of death, Rano, no stranger to these types of combos that could lead to death, and here we are at 90%. Bubble, not gonna save you, but gonna make it a little bit difficult for Sofilo to get any of her like fancy confirms off of there. But speaking of a fancy confirm, landing fair into strong hit fair, that's gonna be it for game one.
Yeah, I want to call out Durai's kind of like explosive punish game. It feels like when he gets into advantage state, there was one spot there in specific where he went for a forward air into the up strong, and it was really close to connecting, but Sofilo was able to DI out of it properly. I feel like that's kind of how Durai's kills were for that first game. It was like, I'm not really even expecting Sofilo to die here, and then just got called out by something and died. The back air off stage, the forward air off stage. So Durai actually looking a little bit more explosive in these first two games, but Sofilo just finding the opening, staying clutch. See how it goes in this game too.
Yeah, I mean this is such a great stage for both of them, right? As Durai, you're able to kind of move around the platforms and get your little your tongue momentum boost, and as Sofilo, you're able to just you're able to do what you've been doing, right? You're able to combo, you're able to use these platforms to the best of your extent. It also gives you a little bit easier time landing with those top 2 platforms. But what's not going to get any easier is this recovery, and a fair will take it. That move is good.
Yeah, that move is very strong. Both of these characters enjoying that fair move quite a bit. Oh, looked like Sofilo wasn't expecting to slide off the stage with the back air there. And that up strong right as the flames leave, but Sofilo still going so deep to find that kill.
Yeah, this is very even, and it's almost like the first person to take this stock is... It doesn't even matter, right? Like, we keep seeing them just be so explosive, and even if you take this stock, you're still going to have to deal with the other opponent being super explosive to you on the nets. But, I mean, you're looking to take this stock and get some extra credit at this point.
Ooh, the slide across that platform from Durai, and suddenly Sofilo's in a bad spot off stage.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at some crazy combos from Durai, and we are seeing a lot of the tongue momentum tricks, but Upstrong going to take it such an early percent. That was perfect DI too.
Get down tilt almost into the sweet spot of the Upstrong. Not going to get that quite on the spacing. Weak back air. Fair. Oh man, Durai is not able to find these. Does get the confirm into the Upstrong. Takes that stock.
Yeah,
so
usually...
sorry, her recoveries are just so good.
Yeah, I mean, the recoveries are just so good. Even when fighting the uphill battle that is Durai using Rano back air to its absolute fullest. But Durai able to just kind of convert into these Upstrongs like it's magic. And speaking of Upstrongs, we're going up the top 2-0 in Sofilo's favor. Whatever kind of adaptations we learned, sense pools, or whatever kind of fire we decided to light under our own butts, we're cooking and we're ready to rock it.
Yeah, and Sofilo is playing a different kind of game, it feels like, in Losers, at least a little bit. I feel like I'm so used to seeing the crazy movement and the crazy combos, and of course we're still getting some of that. It's Sofilo. We're always going to see that out of her, but it's been so clutch, and it's been so controlled, too. These games, we've been seeing Durai get some openings started, but Sofilo just knows how to find them when she needs them.
Yeah, and Sofilo just... immediately putting on some crazy combo games there, landing dares and waiting for whatever Durai's going to go out. Like, she is so confident right now in whatever movement she is doing, and Durai is just, it's looking a little lost, but what's never going to be lost is this Rano punish game. We're looking at an up smash, not taking it off the top just yet. Toolsville is a tad bit taller than most of the stages.
Okay, down strong. Put Sofilo off stage here. Back air. Another back air. Yep, that's clinical yet again. You can't do anything when you have to wall jump off the wall, and Durai knowing exactly where Zetter needed to be to wall jump.
Yeah, and I mean, it is worth knowing that when you go down and land and wall jump into a hit, after you land a successful hit, you do get a wall jump. And speaking of jumps, we're losing everything here. Back air, that will take it. That's it. Yes, that is it. Durai using fair to its absolute fullest to get that spike in. Whoa! that was a weird interaction there. That those two moves trading, but one of them is quite a bit stronger.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good for Durai though. This is a good place to start building that momentum for that potential reverse 3-0. Gotta see what you can do with this stock though before it gets sniped away.
I'm not one to really think about to absolutely know the player's emotions right now, but man, I feel like Sofilo might be a little upset right now because this combo game is electric right now. We do not want to drop this game. We are seeing some sort of beast take control from Sofilo right now.
Yeah, and that's the word that I definitely use as well, is control. Sofilo just clawing back the control of neutral. The movement just looking so clean right now. Not getting hit by any crazy combo starters from Rano. How do you find the kill, though, if you're either of these players?
Yeah, I missed the kill. Oh, up smash! Not going to take it just yet. This is such a scary position. If you're Durai, right, you need to close this out now. Oh, but the back air not going to land in the reverse hit. They're going to take it. Durai is out at 4th. Safilo will move on 3-0, defeating the only other person that has defeated her in this bracket. And it's going to be insane to see who can put a stop to Safilo right now.
Yeah, that 3-0 is definitely a statement saying, hey, you got me to loser's bracket, but I am still kicking. So we're going to see Sofilo against Gengar, and that's going to be our first line of defense, and then Mystery Soul potentially after that, but it's scary for anybody left in bracket right now.
Yes, absolutely, Locust. I mean, this is an insane bracket. I mean, you got Gengar, you got Safilo, you got Mystery Soul. Like, all three of them are just about to play each other. I mean, there's a high chance Safilo doesn't even make it to Grands. But, I mean, the way Safilo is playing, I would put my money on Safilo possibly taking the whole tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. It's a pretty safe bet for sure. Well, I mean, a little bit less safe with Mystery Soul in the bracket, of course. But I'm just hoping we get a slobber knocker, honestly. I just want to see these players take each other to their absolute limits, and I'm sure that's what we're going to be seeing for the remainder of bracket.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't believe that we've seen Gengar versus Sofilo, at least in this bracket yet. I know they've played each other a ton, so definitely experience with each other's play styles, and I love seeing matchups like that too, where you get to see some of these kind of more unique player callouts rather than just the options you're familiar with each character.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. They for sure have played each other, right? So it is interesting to see if they have any sort of adaptations to throw at each other. But I mean, I am very interested to see how this goes, because in my head, right, this feels like a Zetterburn classic. I feel like Zetterburn is able to brush down, kind of stuff out any sort of hitboxes that are actually swung. And even if you're preemptively swinging, I feel like with Wave Dash, you're able to kind of Wave Dash out, maybe bait something, and then go in with a strong sort of punish game. But yeah, I'm really, really excited to see what will happen in losers finals of Hop On Rivals 14.
Yeah, and it's always exciting once you get to, top 4, top 3. You can tell that that's really when the pressure starts getting to the players a little bit too. It's interesting, and you see it in sports and stuff like that too, but when you get to the highest level, sometimes that's where you see some of the biggest flubs as well. And it's reasonable. They're playing against some of the best in the world with, I mean, not a super high stakes event, but it's a great place to show what you're capable of and to get some good practice. If any of y'all are in the Seattle area and you want to play in a bracket that's, good for some practice and get to try your best against some of these titans, definitely check out the series. They're going on every Monday, so great place to get some practice.
Absolutely. This is one of the best online weeklies, I think, that's going on right now. And time after time, it just shows with, I believe we have a streak of 40 attendance constantly, and yeah, might as well not make it 50, right? Keep going.
Absolutely. Okay, but it looks like we are getting pretty close to getting into it here for losers finals between Sofilo and Gengar. Get a breath now, because we might not get one once the match starts between these two.
This is for sure going to be a fast-paced set. I mean, Safilo is just on a tear right now, looking to add Gengar to the collection.
Yep, Reaper is collecting tolls. Gengar starting off pretty strong here, getting a small opening. Rolling in space.
I mean, Gengar was also playing so fast against Mystery, right? So it is interesting to possibly see how that fast-paced gameplay will happen with this match. And, I mean, especially if Safilo, who is just looking to blaze on by, like, it could get very, very tight.
It does feel like Gengar's doing a pretty good job of slowing Sofilo down a little bit, controlling that pace with the big sword. That's unfortunate. We're not actually seeing the homie stock from Sofilo either, saying, hey, you might be nice enough to give people homie stocks, but I might need this.
Yeah, not in losers finals. Absolutely not. We're not. I mean, we could, I guess, but we can't be doing that right now because both these players are looking to take every single inch and turn it into a mile.
Yeah, this feels bad if you're Gengar, though, for sure. You had that momentum to start the game, and now you're working so far up a mountain. And it's only getting scarier. The weak fair into the F smash. Oh my goodness, I was expecting a strong fair, and I feel like Gengar might have been too.
Yeah, I mean, that is a very scary thing. I mean, Zedburn able to kind of swing fair, and even if it is hit the weak, you're able to combo it with such ease. One of the best combo tools and kill tools in the game for sure. And this is looking like a mountain to climb right now. Gengar already kind of getting a lot of percent done. This is just looking scarier and scarier, and we're looking at a strong fair that will take it. That is a 3-stock in game 1 of Losers Finals. Sofilo wanting absolutely to do everything in her power to just get straight on to Grands.
Yeah, I hope that as Gengar, you're able to kind of shake that one off and say, okay, I had the lead before a little goofy up B. Like, I can do that again. I can control neutral and not let it slip away from me this time. And start of game 2 here is looking great already for Gengar.
Yeah, I mean, Gengar is certainly able to maintain leads and put on a ton of pressure, but it feels like he's struggling just a tad against the explosiveness of Sofilo. And yeah, I mean, the up B happened, but there were so many instances of possible conversions that Gengar had. But speaking of conversions, that was the coolest combo I've ever seen with Zedburn.
Yeah, they're like falling nair into like the nair through the platform, and Sofilo, even after the strong nair from Gengar, it's going to take first stock.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking to just keep going as Sofilo, but Gengar not willing to go down without a fight. We're gonna see it. That's not gonna take it just yet. Missing the tipper. Oh!
Yeah, no double jump. You can see Sofilo realizing, all right, there's no shot I even make it anywhere close to the wall. Let me just get onto my next stock and start playing again.
Absolutely. We're looking very close right now. I do want to see more of the back airs off stage, right? We were seeing that so much against Arai and Mystery Soul, and I feel like it would also prove beneficial in this matchup. But, I mean, first you gotta win neutral, and I don't think Sofilo wants to give you neutral just yet.
Certainly not without working real hard for it. Forward throw, not gonna quite do it for Sofilo, but I don't know. How do you get back on stage here as Clarin?
I think you gotta get some crazy recoveries here, but I don't think that makes it, and you will be on your last stock of game 2. Quite a difficult climb ahead, but certainly not impossible for Gengar or a character like Clarin. And back air galore. There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
We take those that. Yeah, you kind of have to.
Yeah.
Especially against Sofilo.
No homie stocks right now. We're in it for the long haul.
Trying to control this space. Lots of hitboxes going out. Trying to make sure that this line can't go anywhere. Combo. Couple of nair tippers. Forward air. Forward air.
Yeah, I mean, this is scarier and scarier. We're looking for some sort of grab conversion here as Gengar, you know. I mean, a perfect percent to do so, but what's also a perfect percent is for a combo. Nothing crazy yet.
Oh, weak up air, weak up air. We get weak fair, down air.
Oh
And
my.
Sofilo just gonna steal that one away. Gengar so close to taking it too.
Yeah, I mean, Gengar was trying out so many different things, pulling out so many tricks, pulling out so many like insane conversions and smart gameplay maneuvers, but one hit is all Safilo needs to close it out, and we're running it back to Tempest as Safilo is up 2-0 in losers finals. Gengar possibly getting a third place here, but not willing to go down without a fight.
Sofilo with a big start here in Game 3. I feel like Sofilo is the definition of give her an inch. She'll take a mile or your stock. We're 20 seconds into Game 3 and there's already a stock taken for Gengar.
Yeah, I mean, Safilo is just able to kind of turn on the jets at any given moment off of any sort of stray hit. And speaking of stray hits, that is a parry punish on a stray hit, and nothing crazy yet. I feel like what we are kind of seeing a lot, right, is Safilo's able to get like a small hit and turn it into a huge punish game. Whereas Gengar's kind of getting like these 1-2 hits, right? I mean, that is the way of the sword character, but as a character like Clarion, you should be able to hit the tickers and then follow up into more and more and more. But I feel like we're just struggling to get that more and more part happening.
Okay, Sofilo making it back to stage, and I don't know how Gengar takes these stocks.
Yeah, I mean,
Up air, forward air.
Has to feel a little bit demoralizing right now, but you know in Gengar's heart, he may be down, but he is not out. We are looking for a conversion there, and the second hit of fair will 100% do it. Now putting Safilo on the oppress here, but oh my gosh, never mind. We're jet burning it up right now.
Yeah, fire getting flung everywhere. Sofilo wanting to make sure that is on Gengar. Oh, chasing down with these shines too. Not giving Gengar a second to breathe.
Oh, the parry, that will be a down smash, and that will take it. Oh my gosh, 3-0 in Sofilo's favor. The terror continues as Sofilo moves on into grand finals. Oh my gosh, nothing is putting out this flame.
Yeah, the Reaper's coming to collect, and there's only one person left in bracket that can be afraid, and that is Mystery Soul. I'm really excited for this set. This is like, I actually have no idea what's gonna happen here with Sofilo being kind of the perennial hop-on champion, but Mystery Soul, definitely nothing to trifle with. He will make you pay if you give him an inch as well.
And I hope Mystery has been warming up, because if you're not ready, then you're gonna get caught off guard by how fast Sofilo is moving. This is a fiery demon coming to collect, and you're in its way.
Yep. I do expect Mystery Soul to take kind of the more of trying to slow Sofilo down position, but I mean, we've seen Mystery Soul's movement. It could honestly be either one. It could be Mystery Soul trying to slow down Sofilo or ramping up to match that pace.
Yeah, it's going to be so interesting, right? Because what we have been seeing time and time again is Sofilo kind of getting stuffed out recovery-wise. And so I am interested, because we saw it get very close against Kaib, right? Got a little testy, but this is a whole different player. And what we've seen time and time again from Mystery Soul is the offstage game. The offstage punish, the offstage combos could get a little scary against Sofilo. It's gonna be a bit of a test here.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the matchups where, well, I mean, both characters do just get blown up so hard. Like, if you get a good Zetter combo on a Fleet, they will explode at percents that you've never seen before. But also, as Fleet, if you can get Zetter off stage, I feel like that fast volley nature means he kind of falls like a rock. You can sometimes clip him with something off stage and he just falls and dies. So both of these players going to be very experienced at, both of their characters. I won't call it cheese, but delivery systems to the blast zone, maybe we'll say. But I'm excited to see how it pans out.
It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight.
Cool.
See
Well,
what's
make sure to
happening.
check out the Matcherino as well while we're waiting here for grand finals. We've had a wonderful show so far tonight, and to help support these players who have been putting on that show for us, go check out that Matcherino. Use some of those free codes. Help get a little bit of pocket change in our players' hands for the hard work and for the entertainment that they provide.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, they deserve it all. They deserve so much because we're just seeing it time and time again. We're seeing play put on that you're not going to see at your everyday local. That's something you can only get at Hop On.
Yep, and it's tough to put yourself on the line like that too. You're kind of putting yourself out there and saying, hey, I'm gonna show the world what I can do, regardless of what happens in this bracket. And I think that to all of our top 8 competitors, everybody who entered, honestly, it's awesome to see.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's so interesting how they're able to do it time and time again, right? I mean, and I don't think we've ever skipped a week, right? I mean, the TOs are like, God bless them, because this is a lot of work. It's a lot of work to run a weekly. I run a bi-weekly and it burns me out. So I can only imagine.
Yeah, make sure to thank your TOs. It's often a thankless job, but we appreciate, especially having free events. It means a lot to be able to, just have a place to show off your talents a little bit. And big thanks to everybody behind the scenes who makes stuff like this happen. We are looking at it. Grand finals, we've got Mystery Soul on the winner's side and Sofilo on the loser's side. A little bit rare. Haven't seen these two play in a long while, though. Let's get it started.
I mean, it's a really interesting stage pick coming straight out the gate. This could be a pick from Mystery Soul, I believe it was. This could be for both regions, right? We saw it a lot in the Kibe set, right? But what we could also be seeing is maybe Mystery Soul is picking this and being like, okay, if Sofilo wins, we never get to go to this stage again.
Wow,
there we go, the off-stage game.
Yeah, just such a rough angle. You saw that earlier combo with 3 nairs in it as well. Just kind of rinse repeating that on that fast faller and setter. He grabs too. So strong here. The combos coming out of Mystery Soul.
Yeah, and we're already seeing both of them playing so fast, it's almost hard to keep up, and a strong pair going to take it. This is what we are talking about. This is high-level gameplay, people.
Absolutely. Down air almost into the up strong. Feels like they're both hitting each other so hard when they connect.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Oh, the offstage gameplay coming out a little strong here again. It's Fleet's breaded butter is that offstage oppression, but Sofilo got another thing to say about it. If you like oppression, then maybe you like this shine, because it's hitting.
Ooh, looked like Mystery Soul had the call out on the angle, but just wasn't there for the nair to actually complete that conversion. Side B up air. Good DI there from Sofilo, not top, but the nair will take it.
And one thing that I find very interesting about Mystery Soul, right? I've talked before about that special get up, where the special get up back. Oh, never mind, we're gonna hit that shine up smash classic, right? But it's getting really crazy. We're on our last stop here at Forest. This could be anyone's game.
I feel like I just start hearing a beat whenever Zetter is just pressuring on people's shields, especially Sofilo too, just so proficient at making sure that shield pressure never lets up. Mystery Soul coming back to stage here. Oh, it's a tense last stock.
Yeah, using the F tilt to try and keep Sofilo at bay, but there's only so much you can do to keep this Zetterburn at bay. The up smash not hitting, but that surely would have sealed the stock. Strong fair going to take it off the edge. Sofilo going up 1-0 in grand finals.
Yeah, and we saw Mystery Soul had some really good ways to punish that recovery, but it kind of was that stage pick like you talked about near the start. Those fairs killing so early in some of those scenarios against the Fleet.
Yeah, I mean, and it's interesting to see Mystery Soul get put on the back pedal, right? Because I feel like we've just been watching Mystery Soul just kind of dominate a little bit, but Savilo got something to say about that, and speaking of something to say, here's the combo.
Air, back air, down air. So Philo showing off all the aerials in some of these combos.
Calling out, this is something Kybe did a lot too, right? Calling out that tech in place with a forward smash. It's something that maybe Safilo wants to think a little bit more about, but that is for sure going to be a death. The back air might not even necessary, but definitely 100% going to seal that stock out as we are here on game 2 on Fire Temple.
Okay, this conversion. Oh my goodness. The shine wave dash into the grab to get that confirmed.
Yeah, I mean, we're putting on quite a showcase of skill here. Mystery Soul just getting a little, feeling a little scared, maybe a little nervous right now, because this is Safila's just trying to blow on by and hit the shines, hit the fairs, just continuously. But what's going to also blow on by is this movement that the fleet is showcasing right now with its upbeats.
Good recovery angle there from Sofilo. Doesn't get punished. Oh my goodness. The jab reset on the fireball is just nowhere good to go if you're fleet in that situation.
Yeah, I mean, such a scary position there. And speaking about scary positions, being under fleet while you are off stage is a horrifying position.
Near the edge here, gets reset off that arrow. We're marked again.
We are putting on combo contest right now. What the heck is going on, Lucas? Oh my goodness.
Good 60% there. Definitely a strong way to start off that stock. So Philo does find an opening here. What can you get off of it?
Oh, okay, not getting the tech in place. Kind of saving you right there, I believe, due to the way arrows damage and knockback drop off works. And so definitely DI out was the correct option here, but speaking of DI out, good DI out there, because if you get hit by that Nair and you're not DIing the correct way, you will die.
Oh goodness, Nair not gonna kill quite yet. Mr. Soul in such a good position here in this game too. Nair across the stage won't kill yet either. We get back up. Down tilt trades. You're on the platform. No resources. Oh, this is so scary for Mystery Soul. The lion is loose. He's out.
Oh, no
and
way.
So Philo will clean it up. You gave her an inch and she'll take it.
The mile has been ran and the mile has been taken. And in case for people at home that don't know, there is no rage in this game. Rage is not existing. So that just straight up killed. That is the power that Zedibird has, and it is quite intense, but that is what is able to allow Safilo to close out that game 2 in such an amazing fashion with such a crazy comeback. Mystery Soul kind of needed to step it up, right? Oh, the edge guard coming out.
I feel like trying to match Sophilo's pace must be so draining, because I feel like as soon as you slip just a tiny bit, she's doing something like that, stealing your ledge, and your stocks just start melting.
Oh, for sure. I mean, even if you match the pace, the moment your stock is taken, you have to do something crazy to make the stock come back. And speaking of crazy, all right, that was looking a little tense right there.
Reverse fair. Another reverse fair. Scooping fleet off stage.
Yeah, and I mean, we're no stranger to looking for up smashes here that will seal out the second stock. Safilo one stock away from sealing it out and getting to the reset against Mystery Soul.
Yup. Quick opening, 20% and counting with the flames. So much more though.
Safilo searching for a way to get back on stage. Mystery Soul wanting to keep that out because he knows very well what will happen if she makes it back on stage. Safilo will close this out.
parry. Using those invuln frames a little bit. Off stage, not many tools. Okay, the reverse back air across the stage, still without those tools, but does grab ledge.
That projectile was phenomenal. Throwing out that little fireball just to pressure Mystery Soul to be back on stage. But speaking about pressure and projectiles, up smash, double up smash, taking it. But you still have quite a bit to make to come back. Up smash, going to take it. We are getting a grand final reset here at Hop On number 14.
I'm still kind of taken aback by the runoff parry. Like, it was like parry slide off into the shine from Sofilo there. It was so fast, and it did lead to that fire being on Mystery Soul for that up strong. So, I mean, yeah, looking terrifying here in Grands.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's just showing how bad she wants it, right? Sofilo wants this win more than anything right now. I mean, even doing insane gameplay options like that, running off parry into shine, into trying to get the shine spike, just insane. I mean, we are going to have to see something intense come out from Mystery Soul here.
Yeah, I believe I remember seeing on Twitter as well that I think these were the first 2 people on the West Coast to make it into that highest Etherian rank. So it's cool to see them kind of match up as the 2 bastions for kind of our greater region. We're very blessed to have talent like this in the region, and I'm excited to see them throw down in this reset.
Oh, absolutely. And speaking of throwing down, we're going to the stage that started off the original Grand Finals. We are going to Forest, where all the best games happen.
Right. 30% or so on both players here. Mystery Soul doing a good job of controlling the ground in the center of the forest. So important to cover that grounded area. There's not a whole lot of places to land, not a whole lot of places that aren't the ledge. Sofilo off stage. First stock down already.
Mystery Soul putting an exclamation point at the end of that stock, saying, you may have taken the first set, but I got a whole nother I can work with. I can match your pace right here, right now. But ooh, these arrows getting a little tight. The shield looking a little weak, but we'll be okay, A-okay.
Back throw. Oh my goodness, that down air almost coming out. You can see Fleet had that bow and arrow lined up.
Covering high, very smart.
From Sofilo, yeah, they're giving it so much mileage.
I mean, and this is just going to get closer and closer. Mystery Soul dashing around, really using the full ability of Fleet's projectiles to kind of distance himself away from Sofilo. But there's only so much you can distance yourself away from, and there is no distance that's going to get you away from that bear.
Okay, Sofilo looked like she was getting something started. Fleet DIing out, back air to the corner. Sofilo is gonna win, or sorry, is gonna live this one, but will not live the forward air afterwards. Good edge guard from Soul.
Yeah, I mean, we are seeing a completely different version of Mystery Soul. I feel like we're seeing a lot more up tilts, a lot more float cancel nairs, right? We're seeing just things that want to stuff out the aerial game. So Sofilo is going to have to adapt and go for this grounded game, but it's going to take a little bit to get used to.
Okay, forward air out of shield. Ooh, special get up you were talking about. Mystery Soul, so much mileage here. No double jump on this ever either. Ooh, does make it to the ground, but how do you stop this Fleet?
Messing up the throw a little bit. I assume there was supposed to be a throw to invulnerability through the special get up, but there we go, closing out the second stock, but you've got a whole nother to get off of, but it's not going to happen. Mystery Soul using up air to take the final stock of game 1 and finally get on the board. We aren't getting a 6-0.
Yeah, that's what you need to see. Sometimes you don't know what a player's capable of until they've got their backs to the wall, and Mystery Soul showing that even if that first set didn't go their way, That's why you have a losers bracket. So Philo made the epic run through losers. Sometimes you just need it for one extra chance against a player in grands.
Absolutely, and here we're going to look at some sort of counterpick. This is the first time we'll see Sofilo counterpick Mystery Soul, and it will be to Julesville. Maybe looking to use the platforms and stuff to confirm offload. It is interesting. I believe this has a taller blast zone than most stages, so up smash, I mean, still going to be very good. Maybe not as good as a factor.
And Sofilo, we've definitely seen some pretty gross combos from her on the stage so far today already, but these players are pros. They can do it on any stage. Julesville will be no exception. Mystery Soul doing a good job of controlling neutral here in game 2.
Yeah, and we're seeing a whole lot different sort of momentum here. This time, Sofilo kind of putting on the pressure. But these callouts with projectile, watch out for that special get up, right? You get sniped with that. That's going to lead to a back air. Speaking of back airs.
Just landing right on the edge of the stage there to reset the rules for Mystery Soul. And the back air going out, covering the double jump from Sofilo. Mystery Soul looking like a different player in the second set.
Yeah, Mystery Soul certainly tapped into something here, but Sofilo got something to say about that, right? We are looking for some sort of just kill right now. It will be a raw forward smash. Will not take it. That's actually quite a weak move without fire.
Ooh, we get the weak up air into the forward air. Mystery Soul almost making it out of that situation okay. But Sofilo firing back. Techniques onto the platform. They're getting things started.
I mean, this is just looking quite difficult right now for Sofilo to actually make this comeback. And Mystery Soul definitely not letting it, but we're going to live that. The upbeat, I don't think makes it here. Oh, not holding onto the ledge long enough. Maybe getting a little scared or a little overconfident in that, but you got to be careful now. This is the one player you cannot give an inch to if you're Mystery Soul. You need to close this out.
Left tilt trade, putting Sofilo in a rough spot down there, and yep, very hard to deal with those arrows raining down. Mystery Soul in a great spot, but is getting comboed.
Yeah, and I mean, this is just a completely different version of Mystery Soul that we are seeing. This version of Mystery Soul is using spacing to its maximum, using all the combo game that it has. But speaking of combo game, nothing's stopping Sofilo from comboing you.
Okay, up air, back air, shine up air, nair, up air. There's so many aerials coming out from Sofilo here. Forward air as well. 55%. Soul's lead is completely gone at this point. Shine fair.
Sofilo definitely tapping in a little bit more, right? Recognizing, hey, if I win this game too, that's going to make it a little bit easier for me.
Oh my goodness, this is scary. If your Soul up tilt will catch the movement from Sofilo. A couple of arrows.
We're looking really close here. This is looking really scary. And yeah, you have no other recovery options. Mystery Soul grasping the win very, very carefully.
Yeah, that was looking really scary. There's that forward air on the right side that almost killed too. And yeah, that's kind of what we talked about at the start of the first set. If Fleet can catch some of those tools off stage, sometimes Zedder just evaporates.
Yeah. We're running it back to Julesville. I mean, we saw some really crazy combos with platforms, but I don't know. I think the blast zones were just a little too big for you to get those like crazy early kills. But we'll see.
These early combos going the way of Sofilo. Doing so much damage. Fleet definitely in kill percent already. Down tilt up air is actually going to kill for Sofilo, and a strong start for her.
Yeah, I mean, we got a mountain to climb right now, so you might as well start now, right? You got 3 games that you need to take without dropping a single one, but Mystery Soul doesn't care about how many games you have to take. Doesn't care about how many stocks you have to take. We are doing some combos, and we are taking it right now.
Yeah, just can turn it on apparently anytime. Mystery Soul with those combos and the movement. Love the dash back F tilt to cover that movement forward. How do you recover here, Sofilo?
Amazing tech from Sofilo, but it is going to be forward and hot. We are going to look at a little bit more of a closer edge guard situation here. The timer is ticking. Going to use it to try and tamper with your recovery just a tad, but the spike going to send you straight down.
Okay, and Mystery Soul looking so strong in this third game of the reset. The scrapping, even knowing that Sofilo wants to run in and get that opening started, just putting that up tilt in front of Fleet. So much, covers so much space, and this combo isn't ending for Mystery Soul.
I mean, this is looking quite scary. You gotta close it out now for Sofilo, but Mystery Soul wanting to end it right now.
Hold on, this is your final stock if you're Sofilo. Mystery Soul holding the ledge, will go for a get up attack and eats a fair for it, so we will get to last stock here, but is this it? The reverse back air into the back air. Mystery Soul showing why he might be the best in the PW right now. Very convincing case for it. That Fleet looking so strong here. Winning hop on number 14.
Absolutely. I mean, that was just insane. That was such a turn of events, especially from Grand Finals, right? We tapped into some sort of power that we had hidden away and just put in the work and shot it all down.
Yeah, that's the beauty of double elimination brackets. That's what it's there for. Sometimes you need a few games to feel out your opponent, to find those habits, and yeah, Mystery Soul definitely capitalizing on those in the moment. But yeah, you can't, what's the word I'm looking for? You can't snuff I don't know. It's a little bit late. You can't. Sofilo's run was incredible as well.
Yeah,
Second place is nothing to snuff at, is what I was trying to get to. Found it eventually, but yeah, great run from her through losers bracket, through losers top 8. Always a blessing to see her in bracket as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was phenomenal. I am so happy that we got to see that happen right there, because Mystery Soul just kind of putting on just phenomenal gameplay with Fleet, right? A character that a lot of people think is a little bit slower, a little bit more meticulous. And I mean, we saw a quite fast gameplay. I mean, able to keep up with Sofilo is a feat in itself, and just Sofilo able to turn on the jets and just prove that, hey, you might have won and might have beat me in pools, might made a small upset, but I'm gonna get to grand finals and ain't nobody stopping me.
Absolutely. Well, thanks to everybody for entering this week. It has been a blast. We do have a couple things to talk about real quick before we let everybody get out of here. We do have Peak Pressure coming up May 3rd. That's this Saturday at SFU. It's only 32 spots for Rivals, and we're running real short on them. So if you want to register, make sure to do so now. I believe there's only 2 or 3 spots left. So get registered for that. It's going to be a great time. And then also, we did have a pretty tragic situation happen in Vancouver over the weekend at the Lapu Lapu Film Festival. We do have a GoFundMe that's been set up by to support some of the families of the victims. So we've got a link for that. Please go check that out. Help support in the ways that you can. It was a pretty rough weekend, and they're definitely still trying to help rebuild and get some of the funds out to the victims' families. So definitely check that one out. It's not an easy topic, but help support where you can. And then we do have Hop On Rivals happening every week, Mondays at 7. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but if you want to be part of the action, it's a great place to practice. It's a great place to test your mettle against some of these titans as well. We had a blast watching. I'm sure you did too there, Cade. Yeah, what can you say about Hop On?
I mean, this tournament's it's phenomenal. The TOs put on great events every single time. This server's always active, right? And it's great if you can't attend locals, right? This is like, we all love Rivals. Rivals numbers are doing phenomenal, but maybe you live in a region that just doesn't have locals, right? You can attend this one as long as you connect to the Seattle servers just fine. You can attend this one and you can try your might against players like Safilo or players like Mystery Soul and see what you can do, you know?
Yeah, it's awesome to have free events like Hop On every week. But that's about all we've got for us tonight. It's been a pleasure commentating with you, Cade. Where can the people find you?
You can find me at Twitter at Kincaid Game. I post on there quite a bit. I talk about my YouTube channel. I talk about other things I do, tournaments I run, and just stuff like that.
Awesome. Yeah, and I'm Locus. You can find me at LocusSK on Twitter. I've just reopened some of my coaching, so I've been doing some coaching for Rivals, Smash, Nickelodeon, mostly are the three titles I do, but I've helped people with a lot of different things throughout my time coaching. So if you're interested in getting some coaching or finding out what I'm up to, you can check out LocusSK. But that's going to be it from us. Thank y'all for watching. It's been a blast. Thank y'all to the TOs for running and for having us as well. And we'll see you back here next Monday for Hop On number 15.